The Pokemon TCG is just dice rolls and coin flips. Of course you do. I'd expect nothing less.
Creativity.
Hang on, pop into the chat.
What?
Because we're not on the actual stream and chill chat.
In outcomes.
No, there isn't.
Play gasp. Hello. Oh, everyone's trying to call.
There is no chatting for you.
Oh, sad. See, y'all must be hang out in the call. I can't see.
We do indeed have a private chat, yes.
Ah, I see. I see.
We have chats for like recording videos and stuff, so people can't randomly drop in when we're recording. So it happens.
In other words, when we start doing Gundam, I'll probably have access to those chats and stuff like that.
Potentially.
Oh.
So why is Digimon so much better than Pokemon?
Don't get me started.
Why did this retard start with Dark End Dragon on the field?
Oh. Have fun, Brad.
Not happy. I'm not a happy boy.
Brad, let me ask you something. When are you?
In general, angry.
Oh, I know what you meant.
Yeah, what do you think about the concept of like gambling and RNG as like a, for example, if you're like deadlocked in a strategy game and you go for like a gambit, where you have like high risk, high reward. What do you think about that?
I mean,
RNG?
we are Fire Emblem fans, and we know that if an opponent has a 3% chance of hitting you, you will be critted.
I don't mind it. The dice always rolls in my favor.
It does for you. You're just a hacker.
The most ridiculous thing it could probably do is either or.
I mean, yeah, because you're a hacker.
I feel like Joey Wheeler thought that right before he lost the time wizard spin.
I don't think he's ever lost a spin, has he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he lost it in the zombie one.
He loses quite a few.
Didn't his red eyes like turn to dust?
Yeah, and then he rolls it again and gets Thousand Dragon or something.
Hmm.
I do not appreciate that this guy started the duel with Dark End Dragon on the field.
So, yeah.
I mean, you got to think games like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that are all quite big on the.
Well, it depends how you play it, because not everybody does like the Nat 20 rules.
That's not an actual rule, though. That's a house rule, so.
Yeah, you don't have to do that.
Exactly.
I will say though, just randomly, Digimon is better than Pokemon ZA.
Oh, hands down. I've heard a lot of good things about Pokemon ZA. I've heard more bad things about it.
Regale me. What good things?
People say they like the new combat system.
I hate the new combat system. It's terrible.
It doesn't scream Pokemon to me. I've seen it. It's
okay.
Just like,
The fixed shinies, I'm fine with that.
All I heard about is the Marine.
Shinies don't despawn anymore. That's kind of nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's how people have been shiny farming.
No, it's because Nintendo are stupid. Because there is a zone in Area 3 where if you just hold down on your controller with an elastic band, you keep going up and down stairs, which keeps respawning the Pokemon in every, 2 seconds. And since they don't respawn, they don't despawn, you just have an entire army of shinies.
That's fucking retarded.
Yes, it is. Which is why I was so happy I got my first full odds shiny.
Which was that? Which one was
Fletchling.
that? Hey, Firewall. Wait, Firewall?
He does have a microphone, yes.
Well, I was gonna say, wait, Firewall in chat or in the call? They gasped, but then he left.
He does have a microphone. We have heard him once or twice.
Yeah, he needs to join the call. I know he's lurking in your stream. I know he is.
He hasn't posted yet, but
He's definitely lurking.
there's nothing wrong with lurking. It's fine.
Yeah, I agree. So, Starmie just looks like somebody just pixelated a dark Starmon.
Who said that?
You know, something I saw on Facebook.
I was there because I thought
Dark Star
someone's chatting on.
Dark Star.
Has someone chatted? Because I can't see any live chat.
No, nobody's chatting. I'm looking
Oh,
at your
man.
chat.
Oh, it does work. Good. Good. Look at this guy doing his entire sprite combo.
I like how the Dark Dragon is getting protection from the elf.
So stupid. He's used Sprite, Gigantic Sprite, so I can't nuke him with Durac Meteor because it's level 10. Or because every 5 summons he does, I can Meteor him with my field spell, but I can't because he's used Gigantic Sprite.
What does it summon?
It summons Durac Meteor every 5 summons. But since he used Sprite, I can't summon.
I'm being a menace to society and playing Archfiend Synchro.
But basically, this guy only won because he had Dark End Dragon on the field at the beginning of the game.
That's fucking stupid.
What did you get?
Nothing. I got nothing. That's one of the things of the dice rally I don't like. Is that you can just have nothing.
I'll go into this.
Oh no, I had that. Chain Whirlwind.
Revive you.
Ooh. Has Firewall
There's
changed his
Firewall.
name? I mean, that's still his account because he's still a mod. So that's still Firewall's actual account, so... Hello, sir.
Retaliating C.
I have just come off one of my Pokemon recordings. I've only started the stream a bit
Oh.
later because you can't upload videos and stream at the same time. Apparently. But yes, Firewall, Digimon is better than Pokemon. And I will tell absolutely everybody.
So retaliating C is annoying as hell.
There's a lot of problems I've got with ZA. For the most part, it's still fun for, like a Pokemon game. But there's certain parts of it that are really annoying. Like, it has forced XP share. That's fine. I haven't seen Mega Starmie yet,
Standard.
but I have a Staryu. I can buy a Starmie-ite, and I will eventually see it, so it's fine.
You will be disappointed. I'm just gonna say that right now.
What,
You
like,
are
I saw
cannot
what
be
Mega for Alligator looks like. I'm already
Oh, no,
disappointed.
it's very real.
It's very real.
That cannot be real.
It's very real. It just gets legs.
Because of course it does.
All the legs.
It is fucking
No,
stupid.
no. Remember, we can't spoil this for Brad.
It's fine. I'm using Starmie. I saw Mega Dramper
Yes.
today.
Oh, but
Brad-
you gotta see him.
Yeah, I saw
looks
Mega
like
Dramper.
Patrick from
That was
SpongeBob.
fine.
It does.
Wow. That is. Whew.
What were you looking at?
Did y'all see Meganium's Mega?
Someone spoiled
Yeah.
it for me, so yes, I have.
Or how for Alligator? I saw one that said for Alligators looks like Pac-Man.
I've looked at all.
Do you know what's really annoying?
And
The game
There's
there's only
you
like 2 or 3.
the game gives you Fenison, no Fennekin, Brokey, and Chespin, but Nintendo have decided we're not allowed to use those
Why?
because their Mega Stones are locked to online battles.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, and I'm probably not. Like I said, I'm probably not gonna get a Nintendo Switch 2 till like tax season, so I'm gonna miss out on a majority of that. It's gonna piss me off.
Oh, yeah.
I can't do my combo because Spirit Dragon doesn't let me summon 2 monsters at the same time.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
I'm pissed off because this guy has sent all my recycle cards to the Shadow Realm, but I've got Beals on the field and I've also got Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, so I'm not complaining.
You got Beals, you should be fine.
Oh, I have Beals. I'll be straight with Beals. Beals can't leave the field anyway, so I'm straight.
I mean, they could Kaiju him, but it's very unlikely they're going to be Kaijuing him.
He's playing a bug deck. He's got Scripton. And Familiar of the Evil Eye. And I saw some bug. Oh, he's playing an Evil Eye deck, not bugs. He was playing bugs. It's okay. He had a bug card. He pulled it in his hand.
One thing that I haven't seen yet, because I've only just got Megas myself, is how they... like, the problem that... Was it X and Y that the Megas came in originally?
Yes.
The problem that game had was only 2 NPCs had Megas other than you. So every single battle you were in, you felt like you were already going to win because they will not use Megas on you.
Not true. All the gym leaders had Megas.
No, they didn't.
Yes, it did.
No, they don't.
Mega Lucario.
You get given a Mega Lucario.
Mega Lucario is also gym battle. Okay,
Yeah.
we're about to look this up right now.
Okay, then. Tell me how many others, then. It's the leader of the team you're fighting and Diantha. That's it. There's Mega Sharpedo Camerupt. I mean, that's even in... That's Alpha Sapphire in
So
that
Mega
one.
Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah, but even then, the original game doesn't have any either.
So I have to play only play. Okay, I was wrong. It's Lysander and Diantha. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
wrong.
You know,
That's
Red
it.
Knight, I have to say, I have never met someone more confident and more wrong.
You obviously haven't met
I
me.
guess I just remember X and Y very differently. I guess I do.
But the conviction with which you were wrong is something to behold.
There's nothing wrong with conviction,
I'm an
okay?
American. I'm an American. We will say we are right until we're shot in the head. Okay.
Hoorah!
Hoorah!
Hoorah, motherfucker!
I will say this: I'm a Southern America. I live in the deep South of America. I will
what's that?
continue to Louisiana.
Ooh.
Yep, that's where I had to send his package,
Yes, my my deck, my Power Rangers deck.
which you totally still do not owe me postage for.
you told me not to worry about it.
I tell you lots of things.
You told me not to worry about it because it wasn't that much. And I was like, okay, cool. Verbatim what you told me, Brad.
It's
Because,
$33.22
because I have
American
a lot of
dollars.
English, it's because I have a lot of like English roots.
Yeah.
Like Welsh and stuff like that, that it kind of rolls that out.
It was $32
Didn't
postage.
Louisiana like got like French and Creole?
French, Creole, Acadian.
You know, like New Orleans and stuff.
Yeah, well, that's French. It's Creole and French. The difference between Creole and French is just how is basically Creole. French is a lot deeper, has a lot more of an accent to it than actual French does itself. So. Brad, I'm being a bully.
Yeah, don't do that.
We're looking at my screen share real quick.
I just want to. I'm just bullying this Blue Eyes boy.
Are you bullying Blue Eyes?
He summoned this Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon, but I can just flip it face down.
Being a bully.
I mean, it can technically negate it, so I'm probably not going to bother. I'm just going to whack this and end my turn. No, I'm fine.
Feels. So right now, this is record. I have a. Oh. Okay.
One thing that ZA kind of annoys me as well is, so far, the roster of Mons I can get is really small. So even if they have...
That's how it was too with I thought it was with Arceus too.
Yeah, but Arceus, you can run around anywhere. You can't here. There's only 10 zones to find 6 different Pokemon in each one.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought the Pokemon that were in their area was affected by the time of day.
One Pokemon out of the 6 is changed by time of day. But once you get all 6, an icon comes saying you've got them all in that zone.
Oh.
So I don't know if, like, they're going to swap out, or...
a menace. I just summoned Scarlet Red Dragon to the field. And I also resummoned Magnemite in the graveyard.
He's basically bullying a B-Trooper player who definitely can't beat him.
It's a B-Trooper, yeah.
The strongest B-Trooper is 4,000. It's not going to do anything.
Yeah, especially with Hot Red Dragon Archfiend on the field.
So far, if you can see my field,
monster.
I have flip all his cards face down,
So
nuke him again.
So how do I get Red Supernova Dragon on the field with this deck? 'Cause I've never gotten him on the field once before.
A level 8
No,
and 2 tuners.
One level 8 and 2 tuners?
You need more. You need multiple tuners for Red Supernova Dragon.
So like a 1, a 2, and a 1?
Yeah. It says 2+ tuners.
Bye-bye, Code Hack. I'm not going to activate Red Rain. I don't need to. Bio Insect Warrior.
What?
Bio Insect Armor. What is he trying to do? I'm sorry, is the person you were playing called Frying Nemo?
Yep.
What the
Gamer.
fuck? That's
I'm just
fucked up.
nuking with Meteor because he's annoying me.
That's fucked up.
What, doesn't everyone fry Nemo?
What is he trying to do? He's just gonna hurt himself. He just destroyed his monster. And sent it and banished it. Congratulations.
Honestly, Firewall, the combat system of ZF feels not where I wanted it to be.
Yeah. I'm half tempted, to be honest. Just when I get my Switch, instead of getting a Switch 2, just getting a Steam Deck. Like, I'm thinking about it. I've honestly been thinking about it. Like I've been thinking about whether or not it's worth it if I want to get a Switch 2 right now or not.
I was thinking about a Steam Deck as well, but then I thought I don't play things on the go enough to get one. Even my Switch that I have the original Switch. I
Yeah, I
don't
have a
really.
Switch as
I
well.
don't.
Yeah, I
I
have a
don't take that anywhere. It just sits at the house. The only time I take it
Same.
out is when I need to trade in Pokemon with Brad or something.
Like, the only time I take my Switch anywhere with me is if I'm traveling. That's it.
I don't travel that much.
He also false
It's,
advertised ZA to me, and I'm cross.
How so?
You know in the trailer where it says you're going to be building the city? You don't.
Yeah. How are you meant to be building the city?
No idea, but it said in the trailer that you can do that. You can't, though.
Gunter.
Very strange.
And the fact you don't have to do all the 26 ranks really triggers me.
Yeah, I'd rather do all 26. If you're doing a game about ranks, why are you dodging a lot of it?
Like, I went around on my own, catching all the mons in each of the zones, and I was 8 levels stronger than the next people I was fighting the entire game.
The one synchro and 3 tuners? Interesting.
The boss up here.
Oh, you rat bitch.
Language.
I'm getting tired. Everyone's putting fucking, what's it called? That fucking zombie card in their decks again. It's pissed me off.
Zombie World?
No, not that one, the negate one.
Awesome.
Ash Blossom, yep. Ash Blossom.
Yeah,
What's
your
the
deck,
Ash Blossom?
your deck when it arrives on Monday will have a fresh set of common Ash Blossoms.
Oh! I'm running Ash Blossom in my deck?
If you're going to be going to locals, yes. Yes, you are.
Fair enough. That's right, because I forgot Max C is banned IRL. So I can't run that. Right.
Yeah, but so
I'm
right at
gonna
the
have to-
beginning,
I'm probably-
I mean, if you wanted to watch a Firewall, you can. My videos are upload, like all 8 of them are available to watch if you want. You start off with 4 zones, and each of the zones has 6 Pokemon. So you're really limited to what your team potentially would be. And then they give you Fennekin and that those 3 where you can't get their Mega Stone. They've gave me a Bulbasaur, which I'm never going to use. Because if I do, the game's going to be vastly easier for myself. Like, I'm not using 3 starters. The game's easy enough already. Like, it said, oh, you need to, swap move them around the map. You don't need to. You can just stand there with Feraligatr and just punch them in the face. You only need to move when you're fighting Megas, and that's it.
Usually.
Oh,
Hey, Blaze.
bit weird calling from your country, but it is what it is.
We're mocking Pokemon for being a terrible game.
Yeah, and I'm debating on if I want to get a Steam
House
Deck.
square feet.
I'm debating on if I want to get a Steam Deck or not, because then I can play like games on the go and stuff like that, or I can play like laying in my bed.
Yeah, but you say games on the
No.
go. How long would a battery life be if you're playing a big game on the go?
For the one I'm looking at, it's the battery life's 4 to 8 hours, which is like the $5.99, which is also OLED.
Better than my Switch, which is 2 hours.
So
That's why you should get a Switch
the one I'm
too.
looking at is the one I'm looking at is like 4 to 8 hours, 4 to 8 hours, or is it 8 to 12? I forget.
This guy's only winning because Jet Dragon keeps coming back. I've nuked him 3 times.
Are you still the Frying Nemo duel?
Yep.
You need to get away to banish cards in that deck, Brad. You need to figure out.
I've nuked him 3 times and he mirror forced me.
You're kidding.
This is my 2nd game so far, and I haven't even drawn a single playable hand yet.
Brad.
I swear you're a masochist playing Master Duel all this time.
To be fair,
Pigs.
anybody playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now is a masochist.
Not so much when you're playing with friends and you're not playing meta decks.
Interesting.
Well, the recent ones, we had this chat before. I mean, me and Luke did anyway. That right now, meta doesn't feel like meta. Like 2025's released what they consider meta lore
Bruh.
decks, and they're all fair.
Brad. So all day on my Facebook page, this is what's been popping up. I'm in a bunch of Pokemon groups on Facebook, and all day.
Don't
this
you
is
dare.
what people have been saying about Pokemon Legends CA. Ready? Don't buy it. Stick to the ROMs. It's a lot more. The ROMs were more fun than this. Don't play this. Legend Arceus was more fun than this.
No, it wasn't.
What, the new one?
Yes.
The
Is
new
it
one's
really
terrible.
not bad?
There's been a bunch of pre-orders that have been cancelled. Let's put it that way.
So if it's not released yet, how do people know it's gonna be bad?
Because I think it's released in certain places, but not everywhere.
Oh.
It released in America 2 days ago.
So what was so bad about it?
A lot.
Can you give me at least
The megas
solid
being
points?
locked to the DLC is fun.
DLC online.
The game gives you Greninja, Delphox, and Chestnut, but will not give you the Megastones for them.
You need to do online battles for those.
You do online
Of which
battles
you
for
need.
Megas-
Yeah, you have to do online battles to get the Megastone. And to clarify, you get a Megastone, and then the next season, you get the next Megastone, and then the 3rd season, you get the last Megastone. So right now, it's Greninja. So if you don't want to play Greninja and you want to get Delphox or Chestnut, you can until next season, by which you will have already finished the game and have had no incentive to play more.
So other than the competitive side and Megastones, which to be fair, last game I had Megastones and I barely used them. So what?
But that's fine.
What
In the
other
previous game,
features?
enemies didn't use Megastones against you, so you weren't incentivized to use them.
Yeah. So what else is there wrong with the game?
The combat system is ass.
They made it
Well,
look so hyped in the commercials, and then it was wound up being shit.
Oh,
It's genuinely terrible.
is it really hard to like dodge attacks, basically?
You don't dodge. You cannot move the Pokemon around at all.
So what's different about the combat system then?
It's not turn-based. You can spam attacks, and all attacks have cooldowns.
Okay, but there's no dodge. It's the only thing is just spam attacks.
I mean, you can move your character away and your Pokemon sort of follows you, but depending on what move you do, like if you use Tackle, you have to be next to them, so even if you're far away, your Pokemon will just run towards them regardless.
Right. So
Not great.
basically, it's the combat just has lost all its strategy.
And Digimon, everywhere in Digimon looks like a fully popularized place. The Pokemon game is supposed to be France, and there's maybe 5 people on the screen at once.
Oh, so it sounds worse than Sun and Moon.
It's honestly terrible.
What are the Pokemon Company even doing? I mean, I would understand if they were making pachincha machines or something. What else?
Well,
Nothing.
It's
They're not
like-
doing anything.
It's
I
not-
was reading something on. I was scrolling through X earlier because somebody sent me a link for X, for an article on this. Apparently, a Pokemon representative has posted on X that keep in mind the Pokemon Legends games are supposed to be placeholders for when the next major game comes out.
You mean the one that's just been spoiled?
Yeah,
Oh, what's that
What-
one?
Waves
Pokemon
and
Sky
Wind.
and Pokemon Waves.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting. But even if yes, I'm fine with them saying they're not a mainstream, they're not a main side story. But a side story game does not have to be bad. I mean, you think about it, Soul Silver and Heart Gold, Leaf Green, Fire Red, they were placeholder games, and yet they were fucking great.
Oh yeah.
There's the instinct. They're only working on, so they've worked on the 3 games on the go, didn't they? They had the Mex big one, you got this one, and you got the Ditto one, which actually hasn't got any Pokemon team working on it. It's the Dragon Quest Builders people who are working on
Yeah.
it, and
Yeah.
they've literally just done a direct copy of the code, pretty much, and even the area in the trailer is the starting area from I believe the second game. It's literally pixel exact area, like it is no difference. To be fair, it still looks fun because I like Dragon Quest Builders.
They
and it's
have
their
fixed
theme.
shinies, though. I'll give ZA that. The fixed shinies.
Fixed them.
Yeah.
How did they fix them?
Shinies don't despawn.
Oh. So once if they spawn new teleport to another area, they're still there.
They're still there, yeah. Up to 10 Pokemon.
Oh, so up to 10 shinies can be saved at once. That's actually quite a good system. I like that.
Someone's
That's the
already
thing,
broke
there's
it.
also-
It's great.
That's the sad thing about the Pokemon games these days, the modern ones. You'll get some devs who are working on it who've done some fucking
Because the
great
extinction
ideas
on
in it.
schedule is terrible,
But the
Firewall,
rest of
that's
the
why.
team- Hmm?
Talking to Firewall in chat, it's fine.
Yeah, I can only see one at a time. The hotel internet's not the best.
Oh, where you at?
I'm
where
on
you are.
International Drive.
You're what?
International Drive, Orlando. I've just
Oh!
come back. I've literally just come back from Universal just now.
Oh yeah, I forgot you told me last week that or a couple weeks ago you were gonna be flying out here.
Yeah, I flew out yesterday.
Huh?
The bloody flight always makes me ill, but annoyingly, all the Halloween Horror Night merch that I wanted has sold out.
Bruh.
And it's apparently sold out everywhere. And I've searched it online. It's just loads of people going, "Where is this? It's a jacket. Where is it? Where is it?" No, sold out everywhere. Every single store which had it is stocked. Even the online one is sold out. And anytime it restocks, it sells out within like an hour or so.
Mhm.
So there's probably not going to be any more restockages for it apparently. The last restock was like a month ago. And I'm not paying $300 on eBay.
I'm on you.
Hmm. Yeah. Bloody resellers. Apparently they don't actually limit people on how many copies of an item they can purchase.
They really should.
Yeah. Well, it's $110 item, so it's not even like a cheap item. But it's a reversible jacket, which is pretty damn, and it's waterproof as well. Pretty damn good. Bomber jacket. I don't often get, you don't often see decent bomber jackets, at least in my opinion. Oh yeah, they're the casual there, so ease me into the holiday. Yeah, I'm stuck here. I'm here for 3 weeks, Red.
Oh.
Longest holiday I've ever done.
Not bad.
I needed a
Well.
break. Funny enough, though, my boss at work, after I booked it, whatever, I had it fully locked in for ages this holiday, and then like a week before I went away, another person in my office decided they're gonna take their 2 week holiday, starting next week and ends on the same day mine does. I'm like, you're letting we only have 3 people on the same level as each other, and you're gonna let 2 of us. But I was like, oh, don't worry, we're gonna train a random officer who doesn't do IT. We're gonna train him on this IT job and for a week, even though he's only can do a couple of days. Like he's restricted and duties. Oh, but he'll learn the job and he'll be able to look after it for the next 2 weeks. It's like, well,
We
good
come
luck
back
to
to a
him.
burning wreck.
Probably. Well, at least she's taken her holiday when I'm on holiday because I was dreading when I was gonna have to cover her because I cover everyone. I was like, oh, I don't have to cover her this year.
Just be careful about mocking your workplace on stream, by the way. They're not going to see it, but you never know.
Here's the thing, I'm not really mocking. I'm just saying I'm surprised they allowed 2 people out of 3 to be off at the same time. I feel sorry for the last remaining person, although I purposely made sure that he wasn't the one being trained onto covering, so he didn't have to do anything other than his normal duties. So, lucky for him. But yeah, I'm expecting all to be go loose, and every time I go on holiday, they move all the furniture in my office. They know that I will stop them from moving my shit around. So they always do it when I'm on holiday. So I'm expecting to come back and find my desk missing or something. Like last time I was like, I came back 2 years ago. Last time I was on holiday, came back to find half my desk gone. I was like, where's half my desk? It's like, oh, we decided it was too big, so we got rid of it. I was like, oh great, so where's all the shit which was on it? Oh, we don't know. I can't remember because it was drawers. It was part of my desk was drawers, so they got rid of the drawers. Like, where's all the stuff on it? Eventually found it buried in other drawers, but they didn't remember where they put all the keys for safes
Oh,
and
dear.
shit. I was just like, you absolute donuts. So they shrunk my desk and then shoved a big ass scanner on it. It's like, oh great, so you shrunk my desk even more. Thanks, guys.
I'll save that room.
Yeah, well, they wanted to replace all the furniture in our office with after we getting rid of that one area that and all the furniture's been everyone's been nicking the furniture from that closed off area. My boss put labels labeled all these furniture pieces that she wanted, and then apparently when they finally brought the furniture in, the people removed all the labels off, so and we didn't get any of it. So she was spitting blood. But at least I don't have to worry about her getting rid of my decent brand newish chairs to replace them with old knackered chairs from the fucking 90s because she thought they looked cool. Fun times.
Sometimes indeed.
Oh, my work was busy. I had this week off, and I just went, what a shame. Sucks to be them.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so about right. Oh, I'm half expecting someone to message me at some point about how like can I give him help while I'm on holiday? I've had that before.
The correct answer to that is, if you're paying me for it, then yes. If no, put phone down.
Well, technically, I'm paid leave, but yeah.
No.
Yeah,
you
but
don't
you
work
paid
and
leave
while on
not
paid
to
leave. It's
work.
very simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's it worth?
Just because you're paid to not be there doesn't mean you have to work.
What's it worth?
Anyone's calling me,
You're
it's
only
like,
at work to
no.
get paid. People don't want to be there. If you're not going to get
Oh, I
paid,
know.
don't do it.
Trust
Also,
me,
our
it will-
job is not one at our level where we need to be called at home.
well,
At
no one
our
knows how to
level.
do no one knows how to do my aspect of my job.
Well, let him burn.
Do you not think that that's a problem?
What?
If only one person knows how to do your job role, that is a problem.
Hey, Brad.
Well, technically the manager does, but they get it wrong.
Brad, it's Ray Raptors.
That means they don't know how to do it.
Of course it is.
I'm
Yeah,
kinda,
well, that's
I'm kind of to see how they're going to get it all the way up.
They probably won't.
Anyway, isn't that the same at your place, Brad? It doesn't seem like anyone knows how to do jobs at your place all the time.
They don't. But they know they don't.
Isn't that why you're in the role? Because no one else wanted to do it.
We had to make a brief, all staff, on how to use a kettle. You know how embarrassing that is?
I own a tea kettle. I know how to use it. What the hell?
You'd think a British person would understand, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you say that, but half your employees aren't British.
She leaned over a kettle and burned herself. So now we all have to suffer.
I mean, the only kettle incident we had in like recent memory was we.
Yeah, Brad, you got up to Arsenal Falcon.
That's actually pretty good, because as soon as Arsenal Falcon leaves the field, it's going to summon Alt Falcon.
He can't get off the field though. What the fuck are you summoning?
And he's getting off the
I
field.
thought you
isn't he?
couldn't use. Like, wait, what? You can't use. Hang on. Last I checked, you couldn't use link monsters in this.
Yeah, it locks you into Darks. Oh no, you're locked into Darks, the biggest archetype in the entire world.
If I can run Raid Raptors, I'm about to run Raid Raptors on this whole thing, on this whole event. Hang on.
Yeah, the only kettle incident we had at work I can think of recently was they used to have a metal kettle, and then
I
if
just
you
gotta
walk
remove all my Raid Raptor monsters. That's all I gotta do. Literally, all I gotta do is remove Raid Raptor monsters.
Oh, just doing a tribute summon, that's rare.
tributes, well.
I'm just going to nuke whatever he plays anyway, so I don't even know what he's doing. I will nuke it from existence.
Tell you what, playing like original rules of Yu-Gi-Oh would be so weird again. Cause it's so different now.
Honestly, I've tried going back to it in certain formats. It's not fun. It's just nostalgia.
No, I remember watching the guys who were doing a series once where they were playing Yu-Gi-Oh and they got to open 24. Did it like virtually.
It's draft,
Open
yeah.
24 packs of the first core set, and then try to make a deck, and then they went by rules which was available at the time, and ban lists. So and every episode was them getting to the mech set, but they had a choice if they really wanted to. They could they didn't have to use all 24
Brad?
packs on
No.
the Mew set.
I did a toxic thing with this Raid Raptors deck. As built for this event.
Yeah, don't do that.
Well,
Like, a lot of people think that the old formats are, like, you know, significantly better. They're basically just the same. You can still spam. You can still do basically anything.
I think there's points where a Mew set sometimes really broke it.
Like, if you're behind in old Yu-Gi-Oh!, you will lose, because you will not be able to get back.
Dark all. Yeah. I just remember playing against a deck which got
Oh.
someone's life points up to 24,000.
Galaxy deck.
Galaxy, nice.
That was a
24.
Divine Gold
That's a bit
Shadow
low,
Dragon.
isn't it?
Great.
yeah, that
I've
was
got
your
Brad's up
deck. wasn't
higher.
it, Bertie?
Yeah, I got Brad's up higher.
I think it was 50...
No, it was 70
4,000?
something.
It was...
It was 70
It was
something.
vast.
Yeah. I can't remember how I got yours up higher than my own. Did I not just use Infernal Tempest and you just so happened to have
I was playing Ritual Beasts and I had Soul Absorption.
yeah.
No, I meant
Just
your
like-
own deck that got to the point where you
Just-
couldn't even kill
Just
you.
banish all your monsters from the deck, please. Brad, congratulations, you now have like over 50k life points.
Galaxy has Tachyon. Number 38, Hope Harbinger. Oh, great. It's going to be fun for my combo.
Wasn't there a rule set at one point where you couldn't actually go over 8,000 life?
I don't think that's ever been a rule.
I don't think it's
from
ever
what
been
I
a rule.
remember.
Maybe it's a different card game I'm thinking of. You
We
could
do need Yu-Gi-Oh
bastard-
to change its rules, though. There's a lot of changes it does need.
Oh, yeah. Are you looking forward to the Rust art? The full art cards will become out of frame.
We don't know if we're getting them yet. They've only said Japan so far. And
Oh.
no, because the first two are going to be Dark Magician and Blue Eyes. The two
For the
I
first
just
two-
can't stand.
Haven't they already announced the first two are part of the new archetypes?
No, they've stated it's going to be cards used by protagonists.
Ah. Sangin?
Yeah, I think Yugi used Sangan.
Joel? Sagi the Dark Clown?
That was Kaiba.
Kaiba used Sagi the Dark Clown.
He's a protagonist in some ways. Some episodes he was a protagonist.
I just want them to stop their nostalgia pandering, but we know it's not going to happen.
Merlin. Silver Wolf. To be fair, not many of them would not particularly great without a frame effect. You need like, ones with a lot going on.
Maybe recognizable ones like your magicians or ace monsters.
You know what? I would love them to do. If they're gonna do special artworks, give us the Rush Duel artwork of Gemini Elf. That is so nice compared to the original one.
I want them to change all the cards to Rush Duel format. Like, we're in 2025 and we still have to count stars.
Oh, you rat bitch.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the styles don't even matter these days that much. Really. How often do you really care about styles?
Yeah, but just to look at them at a glance and know what level they are, you can do that in Rush Duel because it's just written on it. It's so much cleaner. Like, the text box should be variable and should be smaller for cards with no text.
I think it's a shame we never got Rush Duel. Because I would have actually played Rush Duel. Speed Duel was crap. Maybe that's why they didn't give us Rush Duel, because Speed Duel very quickly died.
And they should have given us Rush Duel. It's dumb that we don't have it.
Probably Speed Duel died because they started off with the very earliest cards and no one gave a crap. Like, who really wants a copy of 13th grade?
Well, we believe it's because they've come out an announcement this week saying they've been trying the Genesis format for so long, so they probably cancelled that because it wasn't getting the numbers it wanted and just went to Genesis instead. Probably.
What's Genesis?
It's the new format, where each card has a point value. So you can play any banned card.
I can't be bothered trying to figure out what my decks are.
You can play Spiral because Master Plan's got points.
Yeah, because you can have, 3 copies of it, can't you?
I don't think it's 3, but you can play at least 1.
No, it's because it's 33 points.
Oh, you can play 3.
And you can have 100 points, so... I don't think any other Spiral card is on that list.
Oh my god!
Even though I never used Master Plan when I played Spiral anyway.
I have to play the next duel with no main phase 2. Fuck you, game.
Why?
I'm playing Dice Rally, where it gives you random rules every single game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does your opponent have to follow the same rules?
Yep.
Okay, it's not as bad then. Do you have to change depth in between the new rules?
You can, you don't have to.
Well, some you might want to if you don't have a main phase 2.
Oh, it's not already on the field. It's fine. I thought it was Sometimes they start on the field. They didn't this time. We're okay.
I stopped playing Master a long time ago, so I've fucked my head over.
It's fine. We're okay. Go for this. Tails. 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 Come on. Tails. Yes! I draw 2. Thank you. Sorry, Karen.
I've got a game that I might record when I get back, but I'm not sure.
By
'Cause
the
it's a
time you get
story
back,
game.
I'll have finished Pokemon and I'll have finished the
Oh,
entire year
lovely.
of episodes.
Well, I was have you heard of the game Dispatch?
No.
Yes.
It for Brad it is. It's basically it's quite a few of the devs from
What
the
consoles it for? I'll
different
just Google it.
Telltale games. So they
That
work
doesn't
on
tell me
it.
what
So
console it's for.
it's on multiple. PS5 will be on.
It's on Steam. Let me load this up now.
It's a choose your own. Oh, it's make your decisions. It's basically a Telltale game.
It's remember what was it called? It's not Last of Us. It's Walking Dead. Was it?
Yeah, they did Walking Dead. Yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of
um,
yeah.
Basically, it's a Telltale game with invincible artwork. Basically.
Oh, next game
Yeah,
start at half life points. Thanks, game.
So it looked like a fun game. To be
Yeah,
fair,
go for it.
I watched the. I
It doesn't
watched
have to
the
be long.
demo. I watched the demo of it, and the humor was actually good.
Oh, on a
which
random
is
note,
right.
I got every single trophy except one on my first playthrough of Digimon.
Which one did you not get?
Complete it on the hardest difficulty because it's only unlocked after you complete it once.
Weirdly, though,
So funny enough, Brad. There's a bug. There's a bug of that achievement. All you have to do is kill Chronomon on the hardest.
Yeah,
difficulty.
so I'm playing on easy right now. I've done 3/4 of the whole game in 3 hours.
you said that when you got to New Game Plus, you had 2 trophies, not 1.
Yeah, I did my calculations wrong. Because to get Chronomon, the final boss, you need to get all your stats, all your player skills to certain levels. But
Right.
you can't do that until you start the game again.
Fair enough. I mean, I
It's
won't
fine.
be playing it just yet. Yeah, when I get back from holiday, I'll be finishing off the Stellarblade DLC. I think I got to a point where I can literally press record and do the rest of the DLC.
Yeah, Firewall, he was talking about Walking Dead. I've never played it, though.
Yeah, The Walking Dead wasn't worth playing. I watched someone go through it, and my major problem I had with it was every now and then in the episodes, in one of the episodes, you would get.
Well, you can carry
this
on. I'm just going to go grab a drink, so it fills
this person's
airtime.
about- Well, I'm talking to you, Brad. You're gonna fuck
I
off.
think he was wanting to know about it.
Talk to Firewall, he's in chat.
I don't wanted to know.
Mid conversation with you, twat.
Still on Blaze.
Anyway, carrying on.
The reason why I like Walking Dead for that was you'd get to a point and a character could die and you had a chance to save him or save a different character, but the problem was if a character was about to die and it could potentially die in that episode, they were guaranteed to die the very next episode because they didn't want to go through the effort of having all the different routes of someone being dead or not, so they'd always guarantee their death the next episode. So it beat the point. It's like, oh, you had a chance to save this character. What's the point? I know that the very next episode they're guaranteed to die now, because that happened every single time, in every single Walking Dead game that they did. It was a bit-
Yeah, it seems a bit stupid.
Yeah, it's because Telltale Games they didn't actually give it wasn't actually really any choice. All the choices were fake. Unlike Life is Strange, where the choices actually did have impact and consequences were felt if you didn't do them sometimes. So That's the only game I really think of which is a similar style to that, which actually consequences actually mattered. But yeah. But I'm hoping Dispatch will have actual consequences and won't be just a pointlessness. But it looks funny at the very least.
Alright, I have juice now.
I fucked up. So,
People accepting
Ultimate
things
Falcon.
unacceptable.
big metal burb.
Ooh, Detroit Become Human. I've heard good things.
Yeah,
I've never played it though.
actually,
I've heard good
for-
things.
For a Quantum Dream game, your decisions did actually matter, which is very rare for a Quantum Dream game. I remember playing Heavy Rain and
Bird.
it would
God, Heavy Rain. Christ.
the amount of times.
Birds, Brad. Brad, so
How
you
did
want to hear something funny? I'm about to get Raid Raptor Rising
Good for you.
on my field on the field next turn.
Yeah, Detroit Humans, same people as Heavy Rain. My problem with Heavy Rain was they cut out so much of the plot, because of but then left in bits where it didn't make sense because they got rid of various other points, and there's bits where it's like, oh, this character's met this character, you could talk to him. It's like, but in my storyline, my character never did meet him, so how does that character know this person? It was just there was a lot of flaw. It was a very flawed game.
That's a standard time travel thing, so
It wasn't time travel. It was
He got rid of
it
my
happens a
Ultimate
lot in time
Falcon,
travel
but
stuff.
Brad, he got rid of Ultimate Falcon by replacing it with Raiden. But yeah.
Yeah,
do
people
it
obviously
again.
can't read, so
Well, he didn't do no good. He should have gone for my 4-star. I got 300 attack point monster on the field.
if I draw a starter, I'm going to absolutely hand this snake user his own ass. But if I don't, I'm in trouble.
So here's a question for both Red and Brad. I heard a lot of people said the Mew Digimon game is probably the best one in a long time. Would you
Oh.
agree?
It's not
Hands
saying
down.
Cyber Sleuth was terrible.
Time Sleep wasn't
It's
terrible.
one of the best. Look at this. The game's been in development for 10 years. They've restarted the code from scratch 4 times.
That generally is a bad sign. I'm amazed they kept it going for that long.
I only have one massive issue, but I can't state that without doing spoilery stuff, so I'm just not going to.
It's story issue.
Sort of. Yeah.
Yeah, a few.
The only thing I would
Digimon-
improve on the game is that you have to do a lot of reading in between the lines to really understand what goes on in the game. And Brad understands what I mean by that.
I can understand what you mean by that, probably. Because Cyber Sleuth had the same problem. Like, you had loads of parts of the story that didn't go anywhere. But it's like, but that's an interesting tangent. Where's that gone? Like the organ stealers, who, for some reason, we briefly leave that guy and say, hey, you just need to log out, mate. And he's like, and he eventually listens to you, but he tries to log out, he can't. And then you never get back to him, so that guy's body's been taken away to be organ harvested, and you just left into it. And then you never went back to it. That was like
He's
a
running
major
a black wing deck, Brad.
At least you didn't go first, or you'd be dead already.
Yeah.
Black ones. They got so much support back when.
I mean, Red will
Well,
immediately
Blackwood-
understand the second I say this, but why does Ceresmon get shafted?
Seriesmon?
Yep.
What do you mean by shafted?
Why does every one of the Olympus get their own backstory, lore? They can talk, and Ceresmon just doesn't.
Ceresmon is Sirenmon.
You are right. But when it becomes Ceresmon, it doesn't do anything.
It's actually Ceresmon is the giant
Careful.
tortoise. that you-
Spoilers. I'm just stating that I'm annoyed by... I even put it... by the way, if you didn't know, they released a survey, and I put it in that survey.
Hmm.
It's not nice that my favourite one gets shafted.
Well, hang on. Because this isn't explained. You have to figure out through Digivolution. I'm going to use up, Brad. It'll make a lot of sense for that.
I bet it doesn't. It's fine. It's one of the only gripes I had with the game. Everything else is fine.
So they're giving backstories to some of the Digimon, did they?
All the Olympus ones have backstories, yeah.
I don't really care for the Olympus ones.
Brad, look at your DMs.
Hang on.
Does that make sense? Hang on, I'm explaining it.
That is not explaining it. That is quote hand signs of reasons. That is not explaining it.
Hot Red Dragon Art Screen. What the fuck?
So I'm lending it to Nat once he finishes Metaphor anyway, so...
Is there any
fine.
decent story, like side stories in the new Digimon?
There is what I can only describe as an obscene, unnatural amount of side quests.
Yeah,
Yes.
but is there any decent side stories?
Yeah, there's quite a few.
There is
What?
one. And it has to do with Digital Knights, which is a lot of fun.
Because I remember the side quest being
And, like-
absolutely rapid in previous
So Brad,
games.
for the ending, by the way, if you don't do the Digital Knights quest, only one shows up. But if you do the Digital Knights quest, they all show up.
I was wondering about that. I did them all, so it was fine.
Yeah. Only one, and I'm assuming you know who I'm talking about, shows up.
Yes, and for spoiler reasons, we will not state more, but yes, I do know.
The Alpha One.
Because I didn't do that quest because I didn't realize that quest was there.
I mean, what quests did you do? You finished it in 24 hours.
No, I finished it in 48. Get it right.
So why, when I clicked on your icon, it said you've only been playing for 26 hours, and then you said you finished the game?
What's 26 hours?
It tells me how long you've been playing the game.
Oh. It's like, how the fuck did he get rid? Because he's under the rating. That's why I got rid of my fucking Mon. God fucking damn it! What the fuck was that?
But no, I wasn't paying attention. I've got the test to do, so I'll be quiet for a second.
That's to do. Oh. Oh, Brad actually shutting up for a minute. Shocker.
I mean, that's rich coming from you, but
Hey,
He doesn't talk more, he's just louder than everybody else.
I'm an
Oh.
American. What the fuck can I say? Woo, America! Pow, 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 pow.
there's American and then there's red for loudness.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Well, currently I'm an American, I can tell you that. Yes, they're loud, but not that loud.
I will say this though, Blaze. If you want to break from Florida, try checking out New Orleans. It's only about an 8-hour drive.
Yeah, I'm not driving for 8 hours.
You can hit a hotel there overnight. It's pretty worth it,
Well,
especially
I
go
don't
see the.
Also, why would I go to New Orleans?
No idea.
To look at the hurricane damage.
I told you the thing that we're talking about. Look at it for
Well,
years.
from last time I heard, they still didn't clear it up fully.
I've been clear up for a couple of years now.
Right, in a couple of years, it took them fucking sweet time in the local government, didn't it?
Well, the last hurricane we had was almost as bad as Katrina, so it took them a while.
Fair play. The only thing I've heard good about New Orleans is the jazz music, and that's about it. Also, I'm not going to be driving because, well, one, I don't drive. Two, even the person who does drive in my group will not want to drive in America because it's quite a bit different driving rules to UK. So,
Fair enough.
if it's short distance is one thing, long distance is another. I think last time when I came to America the very first time many years ago with my dad, he drove and then someone fucking turned blind corner right into us. And the car rental people were not happy. That put us off. Well, admittedly, the guy who crashed into us, admitted fault, gave rental people his number so it would go off his insurance, but they took the car off us and wouldn't give us a new one, even though it wasn't our fault. Oh. Going
I will
to
say this.
Epic one day.
I was looking at something the other day,
Mm.
and I realized something. And Brad might know what I'm talking about when I say this. So in Transformers Energon, they actually had a lot of figures that like the combiner style figures. They used the Scramble City style combination. Or basically, Scramble City style combination is from the 1980s. Basically, any figure, and there's one torso, and there's 4 limbs, and any one of those 4 limbs can be an arm or leg.
I vaguely
That's
remember
why they
that.
call it Scramble City. That's why they call it Scramble City style combination. And in Energon, Optimus Prime was Scramble City style combination right there for a lot of his toys. A lot of the toys in that line too, like a lot of the combiner style stuff. Was Scramble City.
He's
Even
only
back in
mentioning
the,
this because I was mean and sent him a photo of lots of figures that he can't get.
Yeah, you're a dickhead for that. Fuck you. Anywho.
Well, if I knew you wanted Transformers, because the only ones I ever got were the Metallurgy ones from Beast Wars. Beast Wars Metallurgies.
You mean the
I
transmetal
had-
ones?
Yeah, I had 3. I had Waspinator, Depth Charge, and Megatron the Scorpion one.
You mean Scorponok?
I sold the Waspinator and Depth Charge for the Depth Charge hilariously to our friend who didn't have any money.
Never does.
But I still have the
Scorponok?
Megatron, and I'm trying to get rid of it. So if I knew, I'd have brought it with me and posted it to you.
Oh. I wish I would have told you.
Yeah, I went
Although
into
it
a
would
shop with
cost
loads of
me-
figures and just sent a photo going, see, I can get these.
Yeah, no, this asshole. Let me tell you what this asshole did. So I'm on my way to work this morning, and Brad just sends me this. I'm gonna post it. I'll post it. He just sends me this photo.
There's nothing wrong with that photo.
Look in general. Look in general.
And they're just new ones, though, not old ones.
They
A
have
few old
new
ones.
and old ones, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 figures on that photo that I'm actively looking for. One of which I cannot find anywhere in the States.
Oh. Yeah.
So that is why, and this is what I told Brad. I told him, and I quote, "God, I fucking hate you. I can't find that Galaxy Shuttle figure anywhere or the Galvatron figure." His response, audible gasp.
That sounds
Yeah,
like that.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
never-
Brad, I want you to know, I was in a good mood this morning, and that really ruined my day. So thank you.
Never expect sympathy from Brad. Oh.
Anyway,
Firewall says, have you tried Big Bad Toy Store?
Yes, but Big Bad Toy Store likes to annually rape people by overpricing their shit.
Yeah,
In
these
America.
figures were not overpriced. I was, by the way.
Yeah, Big Bad Toy Store in the States will like charge you $60 for a $30 figure. Then they'll charge you $20 for shipping.
Of course they will.
So I know I'm good.
Yeah, the proper scalper shops. Yeah. Well, it's like
Hey, I'll pull up right here. I'll pull up Big Bad Toy Store right now. And
it's like
pull up,
me trying to buy Digimon Dusk while I was over here in the States, and I was just like, I was like, how much do you want it? And the store just turns around and goes $300.
That's
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
what it's. That's how much it's
in the
worth.
state, keep in mind, it cost me $200 for a remanufactured GameCube.
A what?
A remanned GameCube with the regional switch on it.
All right.
Know what I'm talking about?
It's
Not
definitely not that for us. Say that.
Like, look at this. Look at. Hang on, I'm gonna screen share. My Brad. Brad, pull up my screen on your stream real quick, so I can show Blaze.
I'm in the middle of a game.
So keep in stores on average, you can buy this figure right here for $60. They want $90 for it.
That's not the worst.
$30 upcharge, Brad. Here's another one.
It's the price. Yeah.
Here's another one right here. I can go to Walmart right now and get this figure for $35. $90. Here's
How
another.
do they how do they stay in business?
Because there's not many of them, I would assume.
Mm.
If there was competition, it's like the Pokemon thing.
See this
If
one.
Nintendo
this one,
lose,
this one
games will be better.
is matches the Amazon price. This one matches Amazon price. Some of them they have this one also Amazon price. This one though, I can go on Amazon and get for $20.
It's convenience
This one is
usually.
actually matches, this one matches Walmart price. Same with this one.
So it's very inconsistent then.
Exactly. This one, I can go to on the Hasbro website and get this for $80.
Mm. I always find that weird sometimes when you get really inconsistent pricing.
But
It's why a lot of collectors hated us when we set up stall at the fairs
They really hit us, didn't they?
because they were upcharging like crazy, and we went, well, considering people are paying to enter, we should make it cheaper than the going rate, and everything cheaper than the going rate.
But no one is spending £1 each on commons. Like, oh,
Or 50p, whatever that one person was
Disgusting.
doing, yeah. And they were battered. They were knackered commons. Some of them were just so bad. It was just like, you can't even use this in any kind of duel because it's so badly damaged. Same with Pokemon cards. It's like there's best Pokemon cards over here. Someone will have a fucking common Oddish, it's on base set, and they'll go, oh, it's worth $20. It's like a fucking basic Oddish. There's like a million copies of it.
God, I
No
could take a
one-
box there at that price and I'd be so rich with the amount of random stuff I've got.
hey, Brad, what's the name of that deck that Gundam box you're looking for again? Gundam what?
Well, I found one, it's alright.
Oh well, fuck. Okay.
Because
deck.
the creators of it did something incredibly stupid they should not be doing.
What, the packs?
Yes, they should not be doing those.
Mm.
If they did not do the packs, there will be significantly less scalping and more people can play.
I should have made my deck, if anything. I need to try pick up while I'm over here the set 2 of Gundam. Because that comes out while I'm over here. And
Well, the
I think
next-
it's Digimon set.
The next
Is it
thing
the-
coming out is the Albaz deck next Friday.
Yes.
Yeah, but you've already ordered me one of those, so I'm alright on that.
I don't know why you only wanted
think-
one, but I have ordered you one, yes.
Because I don't play Font Arbors, I just wanted the artworks.
You're not. I don't know if you're guaranteed the artworks.
Here you are.
From what
Yeah,
I've heard, it comes with a pack, and that pack has has a chance of becoming one of the alt arts.
that fucking better not be
I
true.
can't tell you for certain if that is true, but that is what I heard
That's
today.
how they're not. That's not how they marketed it. They marketed it as, these are all the cards in the deck, including the alt arts. A bonus pack, which is just a potential like foil versions of cards. But yeah, while I'm over here, I think there's 2 sets I need to pick up when they come out. Gundam Set 2 and the Digimon Hackers Memory set.
That looks alright. It's not my kind of set, but it looks fine.
What? I'm gonna get some mainly for the memories. And then I think when I get the day after I come back, I need to go into town to pick up the Mew Locana, so I can go and sell the cards to all my family members. Which is hilariously funny. Literally bring the box home, and then there you go, and they just go through it, and then like, can you price this pile up for me? It's always a bit weird.
I had enough of that today when I went to Patriot, so not doing that again.
Oh, what did you actually get rid of some stuff?
Yeah, I got some Pokemon bits and some stuff.
They don't often give you money. Some you get 1 or 2 guys who'll give you some money, but most of them just like, here's my shitty binder, which is falling at the seams. I need if the next time we go into Patriot, I will have to like brain a spare binder.
Get this, we weren't allowed to sit down.
You weren't allowed to sit down.
Nope, he shut off half of the entire store for hours, and we just weren't allowed to sit down.
Why was that? Oh,
No idea. He had his 2 dogs there.
Oh,
So the whole point of the store is to be able to sit down and play, and you couldn't. It was great.
whatever. But yeah, next time I go, I need to give that one kid a spare binder because I am sick of looking at his cards in this binder, which looks like it's been pulled out of a skip, chucked back into a skip, gone through a crusher machine, then pulled back out again. Just, I don't even.
Even this binder, they're going to use it for other things, and still use the other one.
I can live in hope. Tell you what, you get some right weirdos at Patriot.
See, there's nothing wrong with like all these cool Transformers figures, because I've just seen the image now. It will only take you a
So-
long flight to come to the UK to get them if you want to.
Oh. Well, is there any specific Transformers you're looking for? Because I think
He's got a list.
sometime this weekend I'm going to be visiting a shop called Gods and Monsters. And they might have Transformers.
I think he's just
We'll
stepped away
try
at the
them.
moment, so you can ask him in a bit. It's fine.
I'm going to try and visit some geek shops while I'm here, but it's not easy because International Drive is more focused on restaurants and then Disney, Universal, tourism. Not much geeky stuff around. It's mostly hotels, probably. Can't find the stuff that Tash wanted.
That's a shame.
All the thing was, she had 2 options. The Slytherin bag that she wanted don't sell them anymore. It's a product that rotated out months ago. And the was it Terrifier? I think it was. Terrifier stuff is mostly sold out other than t-shirts. And the popcorn bucket, but I doubt she want a popcorn bucket.
You never know.
No, it's pretty cool.
It happened on that. I went into all the geek stores today when I was in Leeds and didn't buy a single thing because there was nothing I needed.
Nice.
But you
It's
say
so
all of
rare.
them. You just mean the free.
That's enough geek shops.
But you didn't go into that comic shop which had all the was it Witchblade comics in that upstairs bit? Remember?
I haven't been there for
No.
ages.
Yeah, last time we went there, we were trying to pull out all the boxes, weren't we?
A part of me
What's
just
the
wants to
point?
take all the comics I want to get rid of and just dump them there and go, these are yours now. I don't want to deal with them anymore.
It's a sad thing because you've got a couple of really valuable ones. Well,
I'll keep
valuable
those ones. I just get rid of the chaff.
The chaff, yeah, all the Spider-Man ones.
You've still got one of mine, if I'm not mistaken, haven't you?
The
X23.
X23 anthology or whatever it was. Kind of thing. It was a book rather than a comic, wasn't it? It was like multiple comics into one.
And we only basically do one fair a year, so it's kind of annoying in a way that we can't offload all of the shit all the time.
We need. It's a shame we couldn't get a stall at that. Oh, by the way, the guy finally got back to me in that fucking card fair in November. But oh yeah, no space lost. Well, fucking guess by the fact it took me 2 months to get back to me. A card fair will still be worth, like, if you can keep an eye out for some which aren't in like London or something.
Just learn to
But the card
drive.
fair- You want to drive all the way to London?
No, but there are other places we could go, but since you've got nowhere to get out, where to get there,
The only
that's
problem
what's holding
is
it back.
It's not just a drive, because if you have to get there for 8 o'clock in the morning to set up, and
That's
it's
literally not an
a
issue for me.
3 hour, and it's a 3 hour drive,
Literally not an issue for me.
yeah, for you it is not. People like me actually have to sleep to survive.
You still can get some.
I don't have a vein drip of monster to go into me to keep me going.
Yeah, but you finish at what, 5? You can get sleep.
Yeah, I'm a night owl, so it takes me a long time.
I'll do
to
what you
sleep.
keep telling me. Fix your sleeping pattern, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's the insomnia that doesn't help, but
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. Brad, fix your damn sleep schedule. Anywho.
My sleep schedule is fine, I'll have you know.
it is not.
Brad, I will call bullshit on this, sir. Do you know how many times I've woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning and you've still been in this damn call?
I
Wasn't
would
a
definitely not know how. How long? No.
It's been how often? I mean, how many times?
I believe one of the times you were in the call for 8 hours, Brad.
So?
There was one time I actually got in this call to fuss Brad and Nat both because I went to bed. I woke up. They were still in the call. I told them both to get off and go to bed. And Brad was like, yeah, I should probably get some sleep. I gotta go to work in 2 hours.
Oh, reasonable.
That sound familiar, Brad?
No?
No, it was actually only 1 hour and a half.
And you know what they were doing, Blaze? Playing
Power?
Power World.
I know, because there was a session which I got to 4 o'clock in the morning and went, fuck this, I need to go to bed.
4 o'clock,
when I
that's
got
baby
up-
figures.
When I actually got up, I noticed that they had only just, like, an hour before finished. And I was just like, fuck so. You finished like 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, cool.
It's fine. We weren't doing anything else.
I'm an old man and I need my sleep.
Yeah, I do too. If I don't get sleep, I'm an asshole.
I'd like to
Oh,
say
is
that
it?
too, but I'm just kind of an ass all the time.
Exactly.
The problem is, I also don't have particularly the best walls. So I can easily wake some of the people up, which isn't the best.
Yeah.
Everyone in this house of mine is loud, so everyone can sleep when it's loud.
I mean, then there's
Right.
me who can sleep through. And then there's me who can sleep through a thunderstorm because I've done, or a hurricane, or a tree blowing up because I've done that before too.
I've actually been told off before during streams because Red has woken people up.
What?
Yeah, when playing
God.
Power World, you yelled
Red,
because
stop
you
waking
died.
people up.
You yelled really loudly because you died or something, and it woke up my mother in the other room who had earplugs in
Why did you not have headphones on?
because I find them incredibly uncomfortable. I've never
Earbuds?
found ones. I never found ones which fit my ears very well. Yeah,
Like earbud types or overhead?
yeah, but I can't have earbuds in for very long without them hurting.
Yeah, I
2
can't
hours
either.
at
I have to use soft earbuds.
Yeah. I can wear them for like 2 hours and then that's it.
Use the ones that resonate your bones, and then you don't have to injure your ears.
Oh, the resonating the bone ones. They're expensive though, aren't they?
Yes, but is it more expensive than a person getting sleep? If you do it often enough, they might buy you some.
I just turn Red down on the channel thing. That's what I do.
I've tried. It's very... it doesn't work.
You know what, Brad? Fuck you.
I think the only other time I've woken someone up was, I think I was playing, was it Guild Wars, but years ago, and I was playing with someone online doing a training mission. I was getting really pissed off because we kept failing. And because I got so pissed off, I yelled a bit too loud. So I had to like, sorry gang, I'm gonna turn off the game now. I'm getting told off for yelling too loud.
I don't have that problem.
Oh,
I
shit.
just go tough. They'll just live with it.
I don't yell.
But unlike
So-
you, I don't own my house, so that won't very fly very far.
I don't yell, and everyone can kind of sleep in this house with a bit of noise. I mean, maybe not if I absolutely belted. You know, they'd be a bit like, what the hell's
Every
going
day.
on here?
I guess you must be quiet because you don't even have a door in your room.
No, just talk normally or whatever. Don't really matter.
Nat
Everyone
generally
else has
does
got
not get
probably
angry at
whatever
games
room.
anyway. So
Yeah, to be fair, I'll be really impressed if there's ever footage of you ever playing the game and you losing your temper with it.
No, there's footage of me getting very, very tired of dying in a game.
It just
And that's
deep
the
down.
earliest footage that I open. I'll play Mortal Shell. I just like very defeated and just deflated and just couldn't be bothered. I was just like, I can't be bothered anymore.
Mortal Shell was not a well-balanced game. It's not surprising.
I think if I go back to it now, I think I'd be able to play it better.
Has it got a sequel coming soon?
Yeah.
It's got a sequel coming out soon, yes.
Are you going to play it?
But who knows? I might play it.
I think all the
But
other
it's
games.
one of those. I didn't even finish the first one.
What's up, Firewall? I know I'm amazing, but you don't need to say my name 3 times.
I think there's not many games I'm interested in until February next year now.
There's basically none for me.
Hey, Brad.
God, I can't even pay. Well, I am paying my own mortgage, but I'm not paying someone else's mortgage. Mine's already high enough.
I'm looking at your chat right now. Is Firewall asking you to pay his mortgage?
I have Get Guardian on my field because I'm playing Dice Rally, and I rolled on a space that states I start this duel with Gate Guardian on the field.
Interesting.
I want to get off this space so I don't have to play Gate Guardian anymore. But you have to win, and that was like the first one I've won in a while.
Don't you have a Gate Guardian deck?
Sean does. I made it for
Yeah,
him.
you did.
Sean has that.
Oh, you made it for him, right? Okay,
Oh,
well, you
I
did
now
it
start the
test it out.
game with Don Zalug.
Interesting choice.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't he banned?
I don't know if he was, but one of the Black
Trap
Scorpions
shoot.
was for hand loops.
It was the trap, wasn't it? The trap card, trap shoot something was banned.
Oh, it's still banned unless you're playing
Tools of Bandit Keith.
Genesis,
Mm.
in which they've decided to make everything
Tools I
not
remember.
banned, so... Pretty stupid idea.
It's interesting. I like it. I actually like it. It's one that few new formats that they've come up with I actually agree with. All the other ones just seem like a way to sell more cards, but it actually seems like here's a rule set to have fun with, not to make money. Which is a
Unless
nice
you're
change.
that guy who was playing Last Turn Turbo.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
He had a judge following him around to every single duel.
Why? Because everyone's getting annoyed.
Because no one has made any more rulings for Last Turn for 20 years.
Oh.
So he had a judge following him around all day.
Hey, at least it's convenient.
One of his duels took 2 hours because they couldn't agree on on one of the rulings.
Wouldn't that make him just automatically lose now?
No, because since it was a judge ruling, they have to stop the timer.
Oh, that's convenient. That's fair.
Because if you're playing a
Did he
deck that
do
doesn't
well?
require points, you can just play a card that is 100 points.
Yeah.
Because Konami are stupid.
Hey, Brad.
No.
When you were playing Digimon, did you ever get a Cerberus mod?
Yeah.
It's pretty broken, isn't it?
I never used it.
Never used it?
No. I went for my favourite ones straight away, and I only used the favourite ones.
Platinum Numeron?
Gundramon is a good boy.
Yeah, he has one move that uses all this SP, and the more SP he has, the higher the damage does on the attack. Did you know? So.
Never used them, so I
Also,
can't say.
so if you boost him a lot, he becomes quite powerful.
Yeah, basically.
I'm sorry, Firewall. They did what? They released an Avatar fighting game, or revealed an
They are in
Avatar
the
fighting
process
game.
of releasing one. Yes, it's like
Ooh.
it plays like Street Fighter.
Cool.
It plays like Street Fighter.
That actually
They're in
does
the
sound pretty
process of
cool.
making one.
That would actually not be that bad.
Yeah,
Is
it plays
it
like
both?
Street Fighter.
Is it both Anne and Cora?
Yes.
Well, then Korra wins.
No, well.
We had a
unless Anne
discussion last
uses
week.
him.
We agreed Korra wins.
Isn't Cora more powerful but more stupid?
Yes.
Well, in a way,
Not
she's more
quite.
battle hardened than Aang, so in combat, she is better.
She's more battle hardened.
Aang doesn't
almost
fight.
died.
He sucks in
What?
combat. He does not have the mindset of an actual fighter like Korra does.
I'll also give you the thing of Anne was like 4 years younger than Cora.
Yeah, but
Isn't Anne 12
he
and
doesn't
Cora
fight.
16?
Okay,
Yeah, but
Aang's
most
all
compare a 12-year-old to a 16-year-old and see who normally wins.
well, he was raised by the air nomads who didn't fight, so he would always be weaker than someone who does fight.
An adult Anne would be probably a lot more battle hardened.
Except that one
He was. I
airbender.
mean, keep in mind, he did a lot of really cool stuff.
There was one airbender that technically was the strong airbender.
Yeah, the one who wasn't ready to kill people. Yeah.
The one who was
He was
just like,
exiled because of it.
I'll kill people. I mean, I need to. I'm the avatar.
Didn't Anne die young due to the injury received from Azula?
I don't think.
No,
he was
it
that
doesn't
young.
state.
He died of
In his
natural
60s.
causes.
I thought it said that Zula's lightning attack left permanent damage to him. So he
It did. It
No,
did.
well, if you think
it's
about it,
permanent.
Katara's old, in her old age now anyway, and if she's only
Yeah.
16, then it's like it wouldn't have been that long ago since he died.
I mean,
16 years ago.
They don't have the highest life expectancy in that world in general. Like, the water guys, like,
So-
Katara's grandfather only lives that long because he's a waterbender and they heal, I would assume.
Well, Toph is 100 and something.
So, so Aang died of natural causes in his sleep at the age of 66.
66. So he died fairly young for
Yeah.
what I thought, compared to the
Well,
characters.
it depends on, you say young, but it depends on the life expectancy of that world.
Well, I'm thinking in the sense of Katara, Toph, and Zulu were still alive.
Zulu?
Zuko.
Who's Zulu?
Who's
Oh,
Zulu, yeah.
God. You know who I
Zuko.
mean? Zuko, yeah, my brain just. I'm still not 100%. Flying always takes it out of
No,
me.
if anybody died young, it was Sokka, not Aang.
Yeah.
Sokka died.
Yeah.
Sokka died
Sokka
before Aang,
died.
yeah, but he died. But Sokka died in battle. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I actually don't know how Sokka died.
Was
I
it
remember
not-
it was
Sokka,
I don't
Sokka
think it was
dies.
mentioned, was it?
Sokka
No.
dies protecting Korra from the Red Lotus.
Also, he actually dies in the Korra series.
Yes, he
Well,
dies.
Yeah.
He
it's-
dies in the Korra show.
It's not
protecting
mentioned. It's
Korra
only mentioned. It's not
from the
shown.
Red
It's off
Lotus.
screen.
So he got to old age then. So basically, was Anne the only one who didn't make it to old age? To the same old age as the others?
Correct.
Yeah, so for me, that's why I said he died young. He died younger than all his teammates. Even the ones
All
who
his
were
friends,
already
yes.
old. Hmm?
The younger than all of his friends, yeah.
I don't know whether...
I'd
the
say
only
that's
one who
also a
could
plot
count-
thing, but I'm not going to get into that.
Did I glitch out my game? No, I didn't. Okay.
So,
Just the thing on it.
Like, it's also like, it's not super
Apparently, yeah.
judgeable since the other characters needed to live to be mentors for the next season.
Yeah.
He didn't. Originally,
Apparently-
originally they
according to
planned
this thing, just saying, the average lifespan is 90 to 100 in Avatar, but for some reason, Kyoshi lived to 230.
Zap hours.
Wasn't she in Avatar?
Yeah.
None of the others did, though.
If it-
Avatars have the potential for long lives, with Kyoshi living to 230, though Aang's life was
It
cut
also,
short
but
due
it
to
also
being-
depends on the time era, the
Oh,
area they live
so,
into.
so Aang's life was cut short due to being frozen in ice, it says here.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. So factors in influencing acts on the person's lifespan, stress levels, and I don't know. I think that's a different thing that it's on about there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just natural.
Well, he did have more
factors
stress because he
before. Being
he needed
frozen
to
in ice can influence how long they live.
because
So,
he
yeah,
needed
'cause
to
if you
get
think
extra
about it, he's
airbenders and he
over
didn't get
10
any.
If you think
Technically,
about it, whilst he is in a 12-year-old's body and has a 12-year-old mindset, he is technically over 100 years old.
He was 110 when he got fell from the ice.
He's like Captain America. He was frozen
Well.
for a bit of time.
He was
Yeah.
110 when he was thawed from the ice. I was canonically said in the show.
Yeah.
Well, I do remember the writers saying that originally they planned to have Katara back, but people really wanted to see the other characters, so they actually added the other characters. So they added Toph, and they weren't going to add any more, and they added more. So originally there was only going to be Katara, and then potentially Toph, and then they decided
Yeah, well,
to
they
add
only
more
added
because
Toph in the. They had some cutscenes, flashbacks with Toph, and then they had literally just in season 4 of Toph.
that's what I mean. It originally was only supposed to
Um,
be Katara, that was it, and then people really wanted to see characters return, so they went, all right, fine.
Right, literally Zuko, I think you only saw in season 3.
Hmm.
If my memory is correct, you might have seen him some other times, but generally season 3 is the one that stands out. Because obviously that was when they were fighting the Red Lotus, was it?
One of the
Yeah.
lotuses.
It'd been hilarious if like Uncle Ira was still alive. That'd be hilarious.
He is technically still alive. He's just in the spirit world.
Yeah, he's just chilling in Spirit World.
I loved Uncle Ira. That was the best character original Avatar. At least for me.
Yeah, 100%. He still makes a brief appearance, though. I think was it not a different voice actor though?
It may have been. I can't remember.
For
off the top of my
some
head.
reason, I feel like it was a different voice actor because the original one had passed away.
Yeah. The original guy died. If you forget how old quite a lot of voice actors are, you look at it's like Mario voice actor. My God, I mean, what? How many years was he voicing Mario? Was it 30+ years?
Apparently, Kyoshi lived to 200 because of a secret earth-bending technique that slows down metabolism, apparently.
Hmm.
Makes sense. She died. She died. She was almost 300.
Wasn't she the big-footed lady?
Yes.
She was the lava bender who was apparently sort of like a
Earthbender.
dictator who just went around just killing all her enemies.
She was an
Yeah.
earthbender. No lava bending. What she tried lava bending, but couldn't. She couldn't get a feel for it.
I mean, she used it to push
Yeah,
her
I
island
remember
into the sea, but I think that's about all she
No,
did.
she used earth bending and then mixed with air bending.
It looked like lava when she did it. At least in the show.
It caused.
That was before
she
lava
made-
bending was a thing, sir.
Yeah, what she did was she caused fissures in the earth to move. And when you make a fissure, so we move tectonic plates, lava comes to surface. That's why islands get bigger and stuff like that.
She can't
It's
move
'cause of
tectonic plates unless she's in the Avatar state, though.
Well, that's just how she moved the island. But I did laugh that one episode where they tried to accuse Anne of murder, and it's like because Kiyosha kills someone, and then like no, she didn't do it. Try to defend her, and then Kiyosha takes over the body and goes, "Yeah, no, I killed the bastard."
Yeah, I hope they remember that in the new season where apparently Korra destroyed the world.
Yeah. Me and Brad.
I bet they
were
forget
reading
about that.
one the other night. Me and
I'm
Brad were
trying to
reading about
figure
it the
out
other night.
how
That
that
was
one
interesting.
works out, but yeah. It's
Yeah,
got,
'cause
it
Brad-
can't
'cause
be
Brad-
the next Avatar after Korra, surely, because
It
that
is.
makes no sense.
How does she destroy the
How-
world?
It's not stated.
It's going
We
to explain
don't
it in the
know.
show.
Did
It's
she
just
lose
David-
stated that they're in a
outside of the
post-apocalyptic
Avatar
thing
is
of
considered
where
evil.
she's just destroyed it.
No idea. Everything seemed hunky dory, to be fair. After the end of Korra, and even in the manga that they made, it's like everything seemed.
I mean, I'm
fine.
going to be watching the season regardless, so...
Oh yeah, hands down, same here.
Oh yeah, more likely.
Hmm. I never really got into Avatar that much. I never fully watched the original series. I never saw the ending of the original Avatar.
Yeah, you only need to watch like season 2 to
Right.
4, 2 to 3 and 3 of the original. Season 1 you
I
can
saw-
skip.
It's because I didn't really have Nickelodeon, so I only saw fragments of.
I only watched it when, as an adult, when I saw the whole show in one go. Same with
I
Gundam
think
Wing.
I saw bits, and then obviously later on, when you know what you're doing, you can.
Oh,
just
and the
quickly
end of
see all
Shaman
the-
King, I only watched because I kept missing that episode every time it was on. And by the way, that ending is garbage.
What, the friendship tray?
No, the ending of the original anime that they made is
Oh, I
horrible.
never actually watched it. I never watched the ending
It's
of the
so
original.
bad.
But the manga ending's terrible.
It's
The
better
fucking
than what
friendship,
we got in that.
and then the family reveal why. What's his name? The villain. That way. What's the
Ozai?
villain? Hmm.
Ozai?
Ow. From Shaman King.
How?
From what?
Shaman
Ow.
King.
Yo's
How?
brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
I never watched that one.
Don't. It's terrible.
When they're finally in the manga, like, we're gonna reveal the reason why he hates humans so much. Must make pure shaman world. It's because humans killed his mother.
What's wrong with
And he
that?
has a bit of a. I was just like, really? That's it.
If you had all the
Yeah,
power in the
well-
world and a person killed your mother, you would most likely take it out on them too.
You would kill the people who did it. Yes. You wouldn't go. I'm going to make a whole race of people extinct because of
No,
two
it will
idiots.
snowball to doing that.
It didn't really sound like it, but it was how they portrayed it as well. Just have his talking to his mother, and he's like, or like a little child to her, and it's just like, ugh, it was just really cringe. And then the friendship train. We're gonna convince you how to be a good
Yeah.
guy. Because we
How
can't beat you
else
'cause you're too strong.
could he have defeated How? And the answer is
You know,
he can't.
you
He's
know a show
unbeatable.
that ended that kind of pisses me off. Symbionic teenage robot.
Don't know that.
Symbiotic Titan, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes, the ending was terrible.
Well, no, they ended the show because toy sales in America.
Yeah,
did
because it
poorly.
got cancelled. Yeah, Firewall asked me to watch it, and I did. The ending's just
Awful because, like I said, they literally stopped the show because they canceled the toys in America.
See,
Because
Firewall.
toys
Someone
weren't
else
selling.
knows that show.
It did very popular overseas, just not in America where the intended audience was supposed to be at. So therefore, they canceled the show because the toys weren't selling.
It's like that Dread movie. It did shit in America, but did absolutely amazing elsewhere. So they made a
Yeah.
sequel, and it was like, but it made money.
There you go.
Anyway,
Apparently, it
so
wasn't
it's
toy
like-
sales. It was somebody's
It was
personal
somebody-
vendetta. Apparently,
Oh, I looked into it a while back, years ago.
the same with
Actually,
Megas
it was toy
XLR,
sales.
which is awesome. Megas XLR is an awesome show. Don't care what anyone says.
Who joined? Oh, Blaze left.
His internet probably died.
Huh?
His internet probably finally died.
Oh.
Or he was too loud and got kicked off the internet again.
Let's see, let's see. But, Brad, do you want to see what my team is currently?
Oh, spoilers.
Shut up. Currently, this is what I'm rocking right now.
I mean, I've only got one more trophy to get, and I'm not playing the game again, so...
Of course you are. This is what I'm currently rocking right now.
Sorry. You're not leveling them right. They've all hit the level cap.
I know. I gotta fix that. Serpersmon is a vaccine type. That didn't make sense to me.
What, like how, You, come on, is a virus as well.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep, Gallantmon is a virus because reasons. I mean, I get it.
Oh, because
Guilmon is,
Yeah, it makes sense.
but in the grand scheme of the Royal Knights, he shouldn't be.
What should he be then?
His entire shield is purifying things. And that's his whole gimmick, so he should be a vaccine.
True.
William's waiting on rank 7 on all of this crap, Brad. No joke. I'm waiting on rank 7 for pretty much everything, and I'm almost there.
Off the top of my head, Firewall, 2. 2. And that's not a lot.
Ozzy Mon and Friends, Lucky Number 100, Trustworthy Truth Tellers, Circus.
Just ignore them, you don't have to do any of them. I mean, for the trophy you do, but you're not doing them, so...
You know, is that Pokemon Legends ZA when I get my Switch 2? I think I'm just gonna get Mario Kart World.
Yeah, I would. Digimon
I
is,
can
like...
name one right... Firewall? I can name one off the top of my head. Right now. Firewall? I can name one off the top of my head right now. And you're going to be shocked by this one. Dragon Ball.
What's it?
There was an episode of Dragon Ball where Native Americans rescued Goku, and they fed him and nursed him back to health.
And if we're going back live action, the first season of Power Rangers had... it might have been second season with the Green Ranger in it. He had his own arc around that, so... That's what I remember for it, anyway. But yeah, I can only think of one other than Shaman King, myself.
Bruh. I'm getting smoked over here.
No, that's because you're using that's because you're fighting a square.
A square.
Yeah, you're fighting a data type. I just call them square.
I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah.
magic ability.
Shaman King did have them as more important characters, I suppose. Yeah.
Tidal wave. I guess Doberman's going on the field. Okay, Waymon's gotta go.
And
Damn it.
on that previous one you said there, Firewall, that there's not going to be another Shaman King. In general, there's not good stuff like older stuff right now. Like back with like your KHRs, your Bleachers, like new stuff just doesn't hit the same.
No, I'll agree with that one.
There used to be a point where I used to keep going to like the manga shop and buying new stuff. I barely buy any stuff anymore. There's just nothing good.
The irony of that is you say that, Brad, but there was an interview with one of I can't remember who it was. He was either a manga creator from Japan or something, and he says how it's like the Western market's destroying manga because basically all they're ever really focusing on now is like lots of isekais and anything that is quite similar, which is kind of restricting.
Yeah, but that's
kind of
more
mangas
light
they're
novels.
making.
It's like they're making the isekai though.
Yeah, because that's what's kind of popular over here. Because obviously they're chasing a bit of the Western market, aren't they? And that, ironically, is a bit more popular than the novel ideas. Which
I'd go and say
what I
they're
would
not
say,
not
which is
pandering
what
to us
we
enough.
actually prefer. Yeah, I think no, they're chasing the common trope kind of what's going to sell, which is basically a bog standard protagonist. You know, isekais kind of. That's the thing that they're looking at.
I'd say
Yeah.
manga's fallen off and webtoons are more popular right now. Or like stuff like Solo Leveling and the like.
Yeah. But
Because power fantasies like Solo Leveling are easier to sell than manga that develop over time. At least for me.
yeah, well, they don't. It's just mangas in general. I think this guy was on about. It was a case of it's like no one's trying to do anything kind of unique and strange. You know, you're not going to get anything like Flame of Recca or Buso Renki.
That's because Shonen Jump keep cancelling them.
And all of these ones, because they're chasing obviously all the basic kind of more tropey ones, which everyone seems to be reading more of, which is not good for us because we like the other ones.
There's also
That's
the
why I've
problem
gone off
of,
them.
yeah, as Firewall was saying, space. Like, if you want to, for example, buy One Piece, no shop will ever stock all of 1 to 75 of One Piece.
No,
They just
no,
won't. So every time you go to that shop to buy that product, what you need is never there.
Yes, but I feel like with bookshops, you can actually ask them to order in that.
Would you though?
'Cause
You
can
just
order
Amazon
in
them.
from Traveling Man if you wanted to. You just need to ask them, and then they'd get it for you. But then comes the thing of, well, I
Good
could
night,
just go
sir.
on to. Good night. Bring on.
Yeah, it's just enough.
Uh,
He has an even worse sleeping
you
pattern
can
than
just
me,
go onto
so
Amazon essentially and get all your mangas anyway.
I do
Or
think
for
it's like
other
not a
people
lot
that
of
might
them are
find some
good.
Other way to read them instead.
Like, would you buy a manga, like in hindsight, knowing that it could potentially get cancelled? Would you not feel like you've wasted a bit, even if you enjoyed it?
Probably. I mean,
I do. There's quite a lot of like really cool ones, like what was it, Red Hood? The I can't remember what it's called. The Hunter Guild Red Riding Hood manga. cancelled after 5 chapters. It was really good. Like, why would you invest in something that, because in Japan readers can cancel the series if they don't get enough views or they don't like it, so they're having the entirety of the weight of if that series is going to go well and we're not. So I think a lot of it is that as well. It's like we don't have enough
Yeah,
say.
we don't have a say in it really. It's more of a say over there. But I mean, to be fair, there is probably going to be a lot of what is it? There's going to be a lot of like non-thingy stuff that they get over there as well. What like independent mangas that they probably get a lot of over there. That
Well,
we
like
don't get,
Kenichi, which
like
we're
when
not
we go
allowed.
to like Thought Bubble, and we get all these kind of like independent comics and stuff, which are really.
Oh yeah,
good
they've
to
got
get.
Dojin fairs and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so
Stuff like that.
they have all those kind of things, which obviously doesn't get translated and come over here. So there is probably tons and tons of stuff that I would like. Because I was actually thinking to myself, do you know what? I quite like reading, and I really would not mind reading some sci-fi manga. The only thing is I cannot seem to find anything in that genre.
No, that is a genre that manga does not
I'm
do
just
very
like-
well. Because it just doesn't... It's
Well,
not as
I
popular.
was just like, what? Why is there nothing for this? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And I mean, and ironically, the only one I could think of that I'd actually read. I mean, obviously, if you go in sci-fi, sci-fi kind of ones, you got things like Akira, and yeah, for just manga and anime in general. You've got what's the other one now? Battle Angel
Oh, Battle Angel.
thing.
But Firewalls
Yeah.
also stated that why would you read a C tier manga when you can just read an A tier? That's also, it's like when you're trying to recommend a show to somebody, there's only 5 or 6 standard shows you would ever recommend.
Because sometimes the show that is C tier just feels better to you. Because, that's what it's all about. Because it's essentially, it could, C tier one could actually be better written, better drawn, and everything, but it's not quite hitting, the actual market, so it's not doing as well. Whereas the other one, which is kind of a bit somewhat worse writing, not bad writing, but worse writing, worse art, but it's hitting them goals. It's like, and it's up there because everyone's kind of liking it because it's got got that vibe that everyone's kind of.
Oh, did you hear just randomly about the creator of the manga for Frieren as well this month? It's on indefinite hiatus because of health issues again.
So
They do need to
this
fix
is
that
where
problem.
I think if you want to find middle of the road stuff nowadays, you literally have to go to conventions and fairs where they are selling them, going through Kickstarters,
Yeah.
and anything like this, because that is the only time you're ever really going to be seeing them. You may rock up to a comic book shop or somewhere and you might find something in there that looks interesting as well, but like I said, it's like it's pot luck. It might be good, it might be bad, but it might just be generic. And yeah, that's why I don't generally buy stuff from Travman and that anymore. It's just like, especially comics. I probably wouldn't even bother buying comics from there. I mean, they don't sell comics anymore anyway, but it's nice to buy. But everything has been taken over by manga, which is just most of the
In the
same
West, yes.
in the West. We will mention in the West. Yeah. But yeah. But there's tons of stuff when you go to fairs. Tons. Because that's literally where I buy my comics now. Yeah. But my mate knows like a bunch of like indie comics as well.
You're right,
actually.
Firewall. It does require effort, and that is the problem as well. It's like, you need to get a person who is invested enough, and then they know what they want, and then they go to the side stuff.
Yeah, but you say you can just read the 2 or 3 best mangas right now, but what if them 2 or 3 mangas right now aren't to your tastes? I mean, you can say it's like, oh, have you tried reading this? And then they could read it and they go, I don't know why people are liking this stuff. It's like it's all about people's tastes and stuff in it. So it's like sure people could just if it's someone who will just eat any kind of thing that they're given, then obviously you saying, okay, read these 2 or 3 best
Yeah.
mangas.
It's
right
generally the
now,
more of
they're
a
gonna take
fan
the
they
bit.
are, they go to different stuff.
But yeah,
Hey, Brad.
Yo.
it's like
Look at General.
you can. Some people just find things that they like. Yeah, even if it's just.
I mean, I only see Orochi because he's a good boy. I only see Orochimon because he's a good boy.
There is a great thing of fear of missing out, which is what we need to get people out of. Yeah, it's fine to not
Right,
play
look at General,
something,
not my screen. Look at General.
which
I know, I can see.
is, I think, going to be coming around. I think a lot more people are getting out of the thing of the fear of missing out, to be honest. What do you people think? Do you think people are still having FOMO a lot more, or?
Yes.
The more I know
Yeah.
about how Japan's things work, the more I think, like, there's a lot of stuff that I would like, which we will never get because they're just never going to be translated for us.
Yeah.
And that does kind of annoy me.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's because it's like they'll definitely have some decent things that we wouldn't have minded to read or whatever, but yeah. But I think that's the same with everything. It's like there's probably things in other places that we'd actually quite like, but because we don't know of it, we won't think it. It's like, and people need to get used to that. Just not getting involved.
Oh, I'm fine with that firewall.
yeah.
I'm also fine with that. If a series I know doesn't end well, I know that a doujin artist will make it end well for me.
So, Brad.
Like, I am
Okay,
fine
no, it's not bad.
that my favorite shoujo, that quintessential quintuplets, is fine because he picks one of the girls. I also know that there are doujins where different arcs of all of them, and I'm fine with that. I think, honestly, Firewall, Red, that's the only time I've seen the male character in the entire game, because I just don't use him.
No.
Ladies
Brad,
best
give me
girl.
a second, okay? So the company that made this game, right?
Hmm?
The company that made this game, Digimon Storytime Adventure, the company that made it, they sent a cease and desist letter to a modder this week because he had modded the game. And their response to that was, the only reason we don't want the game modded right now, and we don't want it being modded in the future. We don't want it modded right now because we want people to enjoy the vanilla as much as possible.
Reasonable. Oh dear.
Part of me is trying to figure out what I want to play after Pokemon, but I'm going to do my light novel instead.
I thought we were gonna do Gundam next.
Yeah, that's going to be like a every now and again. It's not going to be a full, super series sort of thing.
I see.
I don't always get time to do the same game all the time, so...
Yeah. I mean, Brad, to be honest, we can sit down and easily play fucking Gundam in a matter of one weekend.
I mean,
Not including
ordinarily, yes, but I only get like 2 hours of gaming time on certain days, so...
Fair enough.
It's why I can't play in the week.
Lack of gaming time is definitely a crux of.
We
any
don't
game.
have a comics one on 5-chapter rule firewall, but I can make a 5-chapter rule for comics specifically. Because me and Dave are currently doing the
Fair, it's
manga
called
one.
Five
I can
Chapter
find another
Rule.
co-host to do a manga, to do a comics one. Because I also want to do
Fair,
like
it's
a
just called
5-episode
chapter
rule as well.
It doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be mangas only.
No. We usually do the different ones for specials. But I also want to next year concentrate on co-op content. So I kind of want to do a 5-episode rule as well, in a way. So one of the bits, I just need to find different co-hosts to do different content, basically. Like, I would love to get Nat on to do the 5-episode rule. The problem is, me and Nat have seen so many shows. The chance of both of us finding something that we've both seen is incredibly slim. Incredibly likely, I mean.
Mm.
And it's better to have those ones as at least one person being blind content. I will have a go though. Yeah, can do. I'll give it a go. I've still got the last 3 5-chapter rules to record. Well, technically, we've missed the recording schedule because it was supposed to be released this Sunday. 5 days ago. It's just Dave can't be asked, so I'll record 3 later. It's fine. You don't think that scene you're in now, Red, is really stupid? That you can just randomly turn around and a Poklemon's over there.
Where?
Armageddon, he's in the background.
Oh, that? The scorpion thing?
Armageddon, yeah. The Digimon of the Armageddon.
That's what that is?
Yeah, it's just there.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, literally, the Digimon of the Armageddon is just there.
Makes sense.
If we do roll One Piece, we can do it if we want. There's no saying we can't do it, but only judge it by the first 5. And if we did, it would not get judged very well. Because nothing happens in the first 5 chapters of One Piece. It depends what you mean by good. For me, One Piece starts getting the best when all the main characters are there, which is Sanji's arc. And when they start getting to the Grand Line, is when I usually start watching One Piece again.
Yeah, I think the getting to the Grand Line is technically the big starting point for
Because
it.
then the first arc is Alabasta, which is introduces Chopper, Robin, and an actual threat in Crocodile.
Yeah, true.
I don't know what's wrong here. Blah, 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 blah.
Because it also introduces Smoker and Tashigi as well. It introduces a massive chunk of the story. Because then it also introduces the rivalry between Zoro and Sanji, and they've got characters to bounce off.
How was the One Piece live action going anyway? Non-existent anymore?
It's still going. They're
Season two-
recording it now.
Season 2's about to come out in a couple months.
Yeah, they're recording it now.
Season 2 comes out in a couple months.
We will get to see what Chopper's like.
I mean, we know what it looks like. We don't know how he's acted.
Short
But...
visuals that we've seen. Yeah, but we get to see what his other forms are like.
Yeah, we haven't
Except
seen those yet.
Monster form,
We've seen
I
Robin,
feel like
and we
we're
know
not
what
gonna get to
Crocodile
see
looks like.
that. I don't think we're going to get to see what his monster form
No,
will
they've
look like.
they've teased at it.
He doesn't do monster form for a while, does he?
He doesn't do it until Frankie.
Yeah.
That's
You
the
won't see
only
monster form
time
at
he
all.
does it.
And by God, does he kick ass in monster form. He launches
He
the Kabuki guy across the island with one single swing. What episode got me hooked on the show? It's like back then I never really got hooked. I just decided to watch more. But I think Whiskey Peak was where it got good for me. And a bit of the a bit of the Nami arc with Arlong.
Yeah, that was the big one before the Grand Line, essentially. Nami's arc. I would not say Sanji. Sanji didn't really have one. He basically just got kicked off a boat.
It doesn't introduce Sanji's backstory until like episode 950.
Pretty much. He's like halfway through the Grand Line. Well,
And
not
then
even-
it's just like
after
talks about how the
halfway through.
captain that saved him was chopping off his leg to feed Sanji and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's literally all it says. It's like, oh yeah, this guy is like, because he wanted to make a
He
restaurant.
was chopping off it. He was basically chopping off a sliver of his leg every day, and feeding it to Sanji, who was a child at the time.
Not in the manga
No,
though,
he
but
he didn't feed it to Sanji. He gives Sanji all the food, whilst he
Where's
ate his own leg.
in the manga he got trapped and he had to cut his own leg off to swim up, and that's why he's got one leg. You're right. A lot of people cannot commit to 1,000 episodes. I completely agree.
See, I like how they stuck to authenticity and brought Shatmon's original voice actor back for the game, but at the same time, I never liked Shatmon's original voice actor because it was like nasally and annoying as fuck.
Like, One Piece could do with being cut down. I mean, in a way, it is. Because at the first bits, like the first 5 minutes is always a recap. You can generally ignore that. And it has a lot of filler that you can just ignore. And a lot of arcs, like the Davy Back fight with the slow guy. You just ignore those. Like, if you start at the Grand Line and then just research how they got there, you're probably fine.
Yeah. Like I said, the only main arc before that is quite literally Nami's. I mean, technically, there's also the Usopp one because obviously they get Usopp, but other than that,
Well, it starts Zoro's arc because he fights Mihawk. Apart from that, just nothing happens.
well, no, he fights Mihawk
Yeah.
when we're getting Sanji, so it's hardly counts. Yeah, just kind of rocks up and just cuts him down for a bit. Yeah. There's like a small interaction between Zoro and Mihawk.
He just ashed his own card! Well done. Sorry.
Then what else is there?
No, you're right. You shouldn't have to. It is a lot longer. It's got the thing of, if you know you're going to enjoy it, it doesn't feel like a slog. But also, it was written back in the day when
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
it was allowed to be slow. It's not anymore. Oh yeah, Oda's doing fine. Annoyingly, his sleep schedule is like 4 hours a week until... No, 4 hours a day. Until one of the days when he can actually see his family. And then he gets more. He's a machine. I mean, I understand why Oda gets the most, like, priority in the company. As it makes perfect sense. Like, he is holding up Shonen Jump right now. Yeah, I think he's been there that long that, like, it's going to sound weird. He's got different rights than a lot of other, not all others, a lot of other artists do. Like the Hunter x Hunter guy, he's still employed even though he's only done like 4 chapters in the last years. It feels like the older manga artists, even the Berserk guy, they just let them do what they want. But then all the other really cool ones, I'm being biased here because they keep cancelling my really cool shows. It feels like a lot of the really cool shows just get cancelled immediately.
They don't. It's essentially they're not trusting the new talent as much as they are the old. The old talent's been there forever. They've absolutely made banger after banger, and then they're just letting them cook. Whereas new talent, they don't know them, and they're not giving them a chance. Yeah. It's like, no, you've got 5 chapters to make an impact. If you can't,
I think the Hunter x Hunter
it,
guy
yeah.
should just write novels.
Yeah.
Just give him novels to write.
And then they can transfer it into a manga.
I am off for the next. Do gotta get a shower and go to bed. So I will talk to you later.
Later. I believe I didn't win that turn. Okay. We'll
There's a
stick
lot
with
of
that.
grinding currently is happening on my game. Got one day before a big fight, and
Oh, you're almost,
I'm
well,
making
potentially almost towards the end.
I'm potentially almost towards the end. I just need to make sure that I'm ready for this fight, and then we'll see where we're at.
Yeah, then I can lend you Digimon and you can chill, because Digimon is incredibly chill.
I can just play something, something that's just different to some degree.
Christ, is that the latest chapters of Hunter x Hunter? That's that is absurd. Yeah, he might as well just write a novel. And it would save him a lot of back pain, because he could just get it dictated. He could just speak it and they write it.
let's see. Like I said, I'm trying to get everyone to get to level 11 in Wizard. So then they can learn a move that'll help them just gain MP. Is that one a better one? Not sure. There are 2 skills I know of that help regen MP.
Yep, I totally understand Firewall. He has like
Dancer as
the
well.
he has the artist's pride, but if you're as ill as he is, and like I've seen how ill he is in interviews, because he's stated how ill he is. Like he's that ill, he can't even wipe his ass sometimes. Like if you get to that point, just don't draw anymore. Get someone else to draw it. It feels like, I mean, I have immense sympathy for the man. Like, unbelievable amounts of sympathy for people with back pain. But when it feels like you're doing it to yourself, when you could just not.
Self-inflicted, really.
I mean, you have to plan for that at some point. Like, things are allowed to just end. Like, if I got that ill that I can't do anything and I just can't do it anymore, like, he's still the creator. He's still getting the royalties for it. He can still state what the plot is and just get another person to draw it. Even if it looks slightly different, I think the fan base will be fine with it looking slightly different if the content is still the same. To an extent. I mean, I'd love my series to get popular. I very much doubt it, but it'd be very nice. No, it's fine. Play Devil's Advocate. It's totally understandable.
Well, you always need one.
Like, his wife is the creator of Sailor Moon. Just get her to draw it. Surely he's not hurting enough for money that he couldn't just get someone to draw it for him.
Probably not.
Like, I have all the sympathy for him. I know how bad back pain can be. Because I'm an instructor for doing, manual handling stuff. I understand how bad it is. Just give it to someone else. Like that last page you showed me of the random little doodles. This one. I mean, I'll bring it on screen because I don't think they'll understand what I mean. This stuff. Even if Togashi draws like this, the fan base will be fine. Like, if people are fine with this, which is just text, they're going to be fine with this. Yeah. I now have to duel with Time Wizard on the field. Because of course I do. This game does not like me. It's fine. We'll see. I haven't done very well in the tournament so far, but you never know. Don't maybe go second. Yeah. If a person reads it, that's fine. It's all about improvement. I mean, Nat keeps saying it, like, when you're drawing, just do it. It's like, you can only improve via doing the things that you do. Generally speaking, your first novel will be terrible. but you can adapt it.
Generally, the best way to do it is don't write the thing that you want to write immediately. Save that for maybe the 5th or even 10th thing that you write. Because the first 5, yeah, are probably not going to be the best thing that you write, but it'll get you closer. Same with art. It's like, don't do exactly what you want to draw immediately, but give it about 5-10 drawings. Put something in each of those drawings that you need to make the drawing you want, and do it that way. Yeah. So learn how to draw a part of what you're wanting to draw.
Yeah, so basically, as soon as I finish Pokemon, I'm going to release all my other episodes in the schedule, and I'm just going to start writing chapter 1. So
Yeah.
the first thing I need to do is read like the first chapter of like 6 or 7 similar things, so I sort of know what I want, how I want it to start. Do I want it to start from like a future bit and then go back to a past bit? Do I want to start it before the summoning, at the summoning, after? I just need to decide that, and then I can just go. Because I've also got lots of charts to make, and that's not exactly amazing.
But
Like, I know how it ends. I know how the middle bit is. I know how it begins. I just haven't figured out anything else yet. I'll get there, though. I'll give it to Tash to flesh out for me. Which I can do now. She has seen solo leveling. She will understand. Because before she watched solo leveling, she wouldn't have understood what video game screens mean when I write it down. And now she does. Yeah, like I could start it from when she gains the predator power. And then it's like, how did I get to this particular point? Or after a big battle, when she's injured or something. There's loads of cool stuff I can do. What's his exact ruling? I mean, I could start it off from another person's view of fighting a giant creature that turns out to be her and stuff like that. There's loads of cool stuff I can do. I just need to think how I want to start it, that's all.
it's true.
As until she gets a transformation skill, she will look like a giant beast. Like a chimera of different parts. I think the first thing I want to focus on is what creatures I want to have apex skills.
A snake. It's gotta be one.
Yeah, but what would a snake grant her, though?
Well, to be fair, the only thing I can think is, ironically, devouring something whole. Or a poison-based skill.
But that's one of the questions that was on my sheet. Would a snake that inherently is poisonous from birth even have a poison skill? Because it just is poisonous. It's like a bird wouldn't have a flying skill, it
Depends
just
on what you
flies.
define as a skill and what is a natural born thing. 'Cause technically, someone can throw a punch, so technically, punching someone can't be a skill. But obviously, wielding a sword,
Yeah.
Not inherently.
Yeah. What do you think,
it
Firewall?
can be a
Should something
skill.
should a bird have a fly skill if it's just a bird?
I think if it's biological, then it is not a skill. Whereas if it cannot physically be a biological thing, then it is a skill. So, like, obviously, shooting wind blades.
That would be a skill. A bird could learn that if it has magic. That would be a skill.
Yeah, so that would be the magic that it develops, into an attack. Whereas,
Yeah.
so I think, in the terms of a snake, it would probably be referred to as a biological thing rather than a magical skill-based thing. So I would not class it as a skill, nor would I classify bite as a skill.
Like, would a fish have a swim skill? She needs to learn a swim skill. What would she learn a swim skill from? If she herself needs to learn the skill fly, what would she learn fly from?
To be fair, if she was learning fly from anything, it would probably be from a
Creature that has learned to fly. Somehow.
I want to just call it a Ryu, the Chinese, Japanese style dragons, the wingless dragons. She could technically
some fish
learn it
don't
from
swim.
those guys.
It's how it depends how I want to
'Cause they don't
state
have wings, so
what
they
a skill
would
is.
need a fly skill. But it depends on what you clarify as a fly skill, because is fly just levitate?
Well, generally she has beast skills, so she'd have to grow wings. But to get a skill to do that, she'd have to fight something that does that.
Well, then if she grows wings, is it not technically at the point of where is now biological thing where she can just fly anywhere? Or is it the fact that her physical form, even with wings, is that more of a, I don't know, ostrich or chicken, where it's not developed to fly? So if you're going to do the route of basically, is this even a skill? I think the skill needs to be something where it's not physically possible for their kind of biology to achieve. So sword skills, obviously, technically not a biology.
That's a learned skill, so
It's a learned skill.
you could get that, yeah.
Yeah, so that is a skill. So in nature, what is technically, most of them are going to be magical based skills, attacks.
Yeah, so I wrote that down on the sheet as
that you're
like,
gonna get.
is it learned skills or inherent skills? So it's something I need to figure out, but
Because it depends. Because inherent skills would technically be if everything was a skill, then biological would be inherent. Obviously, if you're not classifying biological kind of feats as skills, then obviously.
as it is
There's a lot
potentially
of things
possible
that
if
you wouldn't
it's
get.
not that way, that she could just keep eating random fish, just random livestock, and gain skills just from random livestock.
Because, yeah. So it'd probably be more of a case of the magical aspects. So if you eat a snake that has venom, you will not gain a venom-related skill because that is not magical. It is.
But if a spider, for example, that doesn't have venom, somehow learns venom,
aspects of it.
yeah, if she fights like a spider, or a creature that can't use thread, but learns thread, then she could take that skill, potentially.
Yes. So that's if you're going down that route, right? But yeah, that would be the gist
Or I
of it.
state she has her Devour skill, and if she uses the Devour skill, she can get potentially an
It
inherent
depends
trait where it's got a cooldown,
Well, yeah, that's the thing,
or
because you said that originally she's not in human form.
eventually she's not. No,
Eventually, she's not.
she starts off in she's basically an elf-like creature of who is humanoid,
obviously,
but
if
the more
you
skills
are
she gets, the
going
more
for
she
the
transforms.
So yeah, so you could say that the reason why she's transforming is because she takes on a part of the biology of said creature. So basically, whilst bite itself is not a skill, she will gain the ability to use poison fangs, because you could say she devours the snake and then gains the snake aspect of poison fangs, or the aspect of a spider to spin silk,
Because she
How
still gets the
exactly
stats.
these-
She still gets like
What?
increased strength by eating things, just not the skills required.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like there's a
this
lot
is
of
one of the
things
things I need to finalize. I haven't really got into it. I know she needs to get skills, but how she gets those skills, I currently do not know.
So my guess would be it'd be more magical creatures and it'd be magical based abilities. That's why I'm saying it's like a wingless dragon would technically have a fly skill, depending on what you classify as a flying skill.
Because if I don't limit this
compared
now
to a
firewall,
winged
it
dragon.
will snowball. Like the series you can read or watch. There's a couple of isekai like that, where a character just eats everything and becomes so vastly overpowered that they will never lose. I kind of want to put a cap onto what she does. Make a
So,
defined ceiling of this is what the rules are, and just stick with that.
So yeah, so if the rule is that you can eat whatever you want, but you're only going to gain their magical abilities, which are the actual skills.
I mean, I could go the cheap way and just state it's just a percentage chance she can get any skill or
But
any
you could
thing
have
from a
it-
creature, and then just
You
not
could have
proc
it
it all
like,
the time.
one of my favorite series, which is Soul Land Duel Delu, which is they have the ability to take on a beast bone. I can't remember quite what it's called, but essentially beast bone, and they can have one in each arm, the chest, spine, the legs, and obviously they get one for the head. And this is technically and these are obviously enhance it. So you could have something like that where there's like the alphas, I think you were saying, in this universe, where she basically does something similar to that, where basically she takes on an aspect or gains like a trait, which is what's transforming her into the big thing. But it's hard to say. Because these spirit bones, that's what they're called. They're called spirit bones. From these spirit beasts.
I could state that
Obviously, they will give it certain abilities as well, and obviously
Well,
need to be fused.
the
and
Devourer
replace
power
the
can
original
eat
part.
anything, so she could just eat their soul technically, and it just takes time to digest, and that can be the cost.
But I mean, I'm reading Artifact Devourer, I think it is, on Webtoons.
Yes, that's pretty good.
Yeah, so they have there's a similar thing. Obviously, it's items that they're eating for the thing, and it turns out that it's actually a meal inside the head. Weird, but yeah, just like you probably want to have a look at stuff like that.
Well,
so obviously
if
you
she
already-
eats, like,
already
if she
are,
gets
you know what it
flight
is.
and gets another skill of flight, it just means her flight would potentially become level 2, and she just gets stronger flight, or like
Well, there's
reduced
another
cost,
question
or
for you as well. As soon as they have a skill, can they level it up, or is the skill related to the level of the skill they got?
so she has 10 tiers of Apex skill. When she's on tier 1, she gets loads of skills. When she gets to level 2, it condenses all of her skills down to, like, combining them and stuff.
So is it a case of that the same skill just stacks, or like experience to level up, or is it a case of basically I now have 5 skills of flying?
Yeah, but how would you
all
level up a
level
flying
1?
skill? I think flying should never be able to be leveled, because it's just...
Yeah,
Flying is flying.
but
Like, what difference is between
Well-
flying 1 and flying 10? It's probably
or
just...
acrobatics. There you go.
Yeah, that would work, yeah.
They've got five different. They've got 5 level 1 skills of acrobatics, but when they get to level 2, they condense all those, and then it becomes like level 3. Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, is it going to be a case of that, or is it going to be a case of even before they get to level 2 and the condensing happens, it already kind of is condensing it. So if you get like a level of your acrobatics, it's just going to add it to the existing one and become level 2.
I mean,
or
she's also limited to only
finally-
beast skills, so she can't get stuff like sword combat. Unless a beast randomly has sword combat.
you know for a fact there's going to be an ape somewhere that has it.
I mean, like, skeletons could.
Skeletons. It depends on what you classify as beast versus monster.
The same thing in that world.
Is not well. It depends. In your universe, they could be the same thing, but I know in other things they are not. So, because obviously a monster could be things like skeletons and undead. You know, things that aren't quite, born. So spirits as well.
I mean, she
Whereas,
can't eat
obviously,
those, because technically
beasts
she can eat
would be-
anything, so...
Beasts, on the other hand, are obviously things like, obviously not limited to, but, sharks, you could have as a beast.
I could just state monster
have-
then, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what your terminology in your world is, because you got to remember, you can make your own terminology.
Well, she
for
has
things.
strength against beasts as inherent for her skill, so whatever she
Yeah,
classes...
'cause-
Well, whatever her
Because it could
skill
be
classes
in
a
your
beast to be.
world that they don't actually call them monsters; they actually just call them beasts. Yeah.
Well, she's from a different world, so whatever she considers a beast may not be what they consider a beast, so...
Well, there's another thing. It's like, is her concept of a beast what's able to make her eat things that they would not consider a beast?
I mean, she does have to try. She wouldn't know that without trying it. So she would, at some point, have to eat a human to see if it doesn't work or not.
Yeah. Because it's like, well, it doesn't need to be a human, because they could view, like I've been saying, they could view a beast as someone as the great ape or the great snake and stuff, whereas they view as a monster like the undead or the elementals and stuff like that. And, non-corporeal style things they refer to more as monsters, whereas beasts would be anything that is...
Yeah, we could state it is
corporeal,
anything that has magic.
Yeah.
Like
Well-
Arifureta does.
Yeah. So... Because, what was I saying? So, yeah, so you could have different things being referred to in that world as beasts. But you could just classify as everything as a beast or a monster or whatever it is. And that triggers the ability anyway, because you think it is. Whereas if someone from that world had the ability, they won't gain the ability because they do not perceive it as being a beast.
Well, not even the previous user. It's the same. It's the same power across 2 generations. States she can't kill beasts. She can't get skills from anything other than beasts. So, at least in that sense,
So she said she can't gain anything from
the power
beasts, but
states she
that might
can't.
be
Yeah.
from her perspective of what a beast is. Maybe the skill is triggered by your own sense of what is and isn't a beast.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because you were saying things like, yeah, okay, maybe she tries eating a person once, but what if that person was acting as we would generally refer to them, like bestial, like a beast.
Might just say
like
the skill does it.
Yeah, but it's just another avenue that the skill could go down. The skill actually triggers not just on a beast, but what your interpretation of a beast is.
I mean, like, I know what you mean. Like, to her, a beast man may not be considered a beast.
But to someone else, it
But
might
to
be.
that world that is full of
Yeah.
beast people, they may consider it that way.
Exactly. Because obviously when she comes through and she just says, oh, it's a demi-human kind of mentality, even though it's beast person, which people think of beasts
Well,
still.
Nat, she's from a fantasy world of her own. She's an elf. So in her world, they may not be considered beasts, or they may be.
Exactly. So basically, does the skill...
She's like a 300-year-old
itself-
elf, so...
So does the skill itself, the Devour skill, inhabit the terminology of the world or the user?
I think I've got
Because
to state
if it is
world.
the user, because if it's the user, that skill could then, therefore, in a mad person's hand, become broken.
Well,
Because if their interpretation of a beast is everyone,
I mean, that's kind of
everyone is on
interesting,
the
because in
power.
a way, every apex creature also has that skill.
Yeah.
The highest of
But
every
what do
single
they
race in that
classify as
world
beasts?
has that skill.
Yeah. And if you think about it, they could think of everything that isn't them.
Yeah, like a goblin. A
as
goblin would
beast.
see everything as bestial people.
Yeah. And thus,
Don't worry,
where
I
does
know
it
what you
get
mean, Firewall.
its-
We're just chatting. We do this and then every now and again, even about hypotheticals, but then it fixes stories later that we may think of. Oh yeah, I remember we did that about this. Like, even if I don't use this in this story, this is still something that I could use in different ones.
It's not about splitting hairs. It's about trying to figure out how the ability works and the finer points that you could weave into the story itself. Because if you are just
If you get the
wanting to
questions
go,
out of the way
"No, it
now, no
just
one's going to ask them
works
later.
based-" Because we could literally just say it's like, no, it just works based on the world's version of what a beast is. That's it. This is a beast. This isn't a beast. But thinking about it, what is a beast to someone? Because that's what you could add to it, and then, like we've been saying, it's like, so technically everything could be a beast in someone's eyes or monster's eyes, which the apex creatures are. Yeah, and thus they can gain skills from other things. But obviously, if a snake apex creature gained the skill of sword fighting, it really wouldn't be able to use it, so it probably just throws that skill away. Yeah. Two human species. Species 1 thinks that species 2 is inhuman. Does that mean species 2 is less human than species 1?
For that person, potentially. And it depends what the
For that
skill
person,
would
yes.
state, if it works that way or not.
Yeah, for that person would think that they are not human. Yeah.
Like,
So
at level
why
3,
wouldn't it-
she gets the
why couldn't it
skill
trigger?
called Designate Prey, where she can, like, determine what she wants prey to be, and she gets stat buffs if she's fighting prey. You know, like, increased damage
And
against
everything's
prey.
prey. Then no one's safe.
I mean, she can only designate one at once, but...
Yeah, but yeah, it's still the fact that if she is designating anything as prey, then
Can't believe I did that combo wrong.
that thing's skills are all up for grabs.
And then I've got to fix, like, the karma system as well, but it'll take me some time to sort.
So, nuances, which sometimes you don't think about.
Like, the main rival character has the ability called Justice, which is he gets extra strong and extra damage against evil creatures. But I don't know what to state, you know, how to determine evil. Is there a morality system built into the system of the game, you know, the skills that they're playing, that every evil act they do lowers their score? There's lots of things that I need to fix, but I've got a couple of weeks. I mean, this doesn't even come up for so many chapters.
This is what I mean. It's like this conversation could be pointless. You could just go, it's like, nah, that's too convoluted.
Literally, we could be talking about this for days.
Yeah, you don't have to go this convoluted. It's just like, this is where my mind went. It's like, what classifies to this person?
And it's if
to
your mind
go
goes
is
to
a
that,
waste.
someone else's might.
But yours doesn't. This is where you also need to learn how to not place things into the world that you don't want to. Sometimes it's better to leave things a bit hazy.
Yeah.
Don't explain everything, because that way you have a bit of room to expand if you decide you want to expand on it. And it also leaves room for the fans to interpret things or even think of other things for the world that you didn't even think of.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
like foreshadowing
which
and
is
stuff.
good.
You may not notice it, but a fan might.
Yeah. It's not even foreshadowing. It's essentially like unspoken law, so people fill in the blanks themselves. It's like
I did the
any
wrong combo.
kind of Dark Souls game and stuff like that, where basically there's little nuggets of information, but nothing cohesive. So people make like their own bits of law, don't they? So it's like you don't always need to fill everything in and dot, you know, all the I's and cross all the T's. Sometimes you can leave things unsaid as well. So, but just so you know, Brad, I've now unlocked Persona Master.
I like that it's so on the nose, just called Persona Master.
Have you seen it? It's just like a figure with like 3 half masks on each side. Persona Master. Now let's keep dancing. Yes, we'll switch over to Persona Dancer. Thunderhead Dance. Inflict one-time weakness to electric, ignoring resistance.
I want to banish those, but
Into wind.
that's got to be enough damage,
Relax.
right? Am I not at
Positive
8th
fire
hour
damage
yet?
to all. Removes target's buff effects. Oh, that's a nice skill.
Pop this. This. That's definitely enough damage. I'm actually getting quite decent at this deck now. I'm quite happy. I'm making a lot less blatant errors.
Yeah. Need more mag.
Because there's also that you can start your story off without knowing everything. You can always think of something cool to add for stuff later. Like if you've got, say, you know you've got 10 heroes. You don't have to state what all those heroes do at the beginning. Only when they're shown or mentioned do you basically need to even vaguely think about them.
Oh,
It's either you think no one's ever done that, or you state... You don't even have to state it. You could just put like, oh, someone tried this in the past and something happened. Like there was a catastrophe or their family died. And just leave it at that. You don't need to know how they died or if it was even a cause. It's just that
No.
the rumor of it happening means people won't do it. Maybe.
yeah, it's just stuff like that. It's like just like little nuggets of information. It's like you could literally have it so that your guys are just in a bar and they're just overhearing a random conversation. The conversation itself is absolutely pointless and holds no bearing to the story, but is a little nugget of information regarding either the power or
Yeah.
something
Or
that's happened.
Super Wizard wrote a book stating that that is how it works, and people just believe it and don't try themselves.
True.
Because he is
That's
just
another
that
way.
powerful. They just don't want. It's not that they don't want to do it. They just don't need to do it because the
Or it
research is
could
already done.
actually be the other way around. It's like people have written the book in order to inhibit the powers. Because if they know what the true power of it is and how it works, what's to say that they don't just then try to make everyone believe that okay, this is how it actually works?
Yeah, because faith is a thing
Yeah,
in your
and then
universe,
it
I believe.
actually lowers how potent it is because it is based on belief of what your target is. You know, what is a thing. And that's how basically your characters, when it's like, oh no, it's like I'm just devour everything. It's like where everyone's like, oh no, you shouldn't be able to do that. It's like, why? Yeah. So
And you could also have, just because a person's born in, like, say, January, and January is a certain god, doesn't mean that that god has to bless them. Another god could do it if they're more inclined to do so. Like, say, you're from a clan where you get your powers from the March god, but you're born in January. What's to say that that January god has to bless them and it's not just the other one?
exactly. Yeah. There's
Yeah, you
lots
could do
of
that.
things that you could do. And like I say, generally when you want to do like
Realistically,
more
for what is
civilization ones, you'd want to be a bit vague
Yeah.
in most things.
for what is basically your breeding thing, it's like, who in verse would have enough resources to actually do that? Like, surely there can't be many organizations with the ability to try it. Or at least try it well. Like, pregnancies take, what, 9 months, is it? I'm not super into knowledge about it, but surely it would take a vast amount of time.
What would take a vast amount of time again, sorry?
Well, pregnancies only last so long, and you need to plan them, and potentially planning something 9 months ahead when kids aren't always born on due dates. They can be born early, they can be born late. It will have accidentally happened at some point, but people may not have just noticed. Like, some organizations may have the power to do that, but finding enough women to do that without anyone noticing is maybe just too difficult for people to try, and just only certain organizations have. Like a small knit community would probably not notice unless they're told about it. There's also like literacy rates. Do a lot of people in that world know what the celestial bodies are and what months are months, for example?
Does belief also have a inhibiting factor?
Yeah, I believe in the January god, but I was born in February.
Well, some people could believe it. So basically, the gods of that world could have multiple different meanings. So it's like, yes, they could be based on the months in the year, but they could also be based on seasons instead. Yeah. So this group of people is based on this season. This group is and in different regions. So basically, anyone born in this season can be blessed by these four guys, and anyone born in this season can be blessed by these four guys, and so on and so forth. I don't know how many guys there are. Assuming 12.
It depends, whatever you want the calendar of gods to be. What's to say that there isn't overlap in the
It
gods?
depends on, because if there is a god per, what is it, god per month, then obviously technically there'd be 12 gods, unless certain gods overlap again. It's only 6, who knows?
What's to say?
But, and then you could say that
hmm.
their belief in obviously a spring god is actually a god from May or June or July as well. Yeah, because there are cases of we've seen anime and manga and stuff where gods are more than just one god. They are the god of many things.
You could just state, for example, that it's season based, and say you've got 4 months in season 1. That season has 4 gods, and if they're born in that season, they can get A, B, C, or D. So they can overlap, so you can't specifically choose which god, and each god has to choose which one they bless.
But then you come back to the other argument as well. It's like, does it depend on faith as well? Because if some people have the faith in the month, the gods of the month, and some people have faith in the gods of the season, does technically, but which would then they technically have different things. It's like anyone who believes in the god being born in the god of the month only have the ability to have that ability, or is it a case of, because it also depends on, because technically, is it the god that's deciding this, the parents that are deciding it, or the child that's deciding this?
Yeah, it's like what we were discussing before about my one. You're probably never going to use this, and it's probably never going to matter. But just chatting about stuff like this, you can just think of cool stuff you may want to add later on, or just
because
think of cool
it could
stuff.
actually be that they don't even gain a blessing when they're born. They gain it when they, because we've seen it a lot of times. It's like people don't get their blessings and stuff when they're born. They get it when they get to 10 years old.
Yeah, because of infant mortality. Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens in Bookworm.
Yeah.
They get blessed when they're 10, I think.
Something like that. I forget myself right now. But yeah, and we've seen it with other things where you get your sacred power at the age of whenever, 10 or whenever. Yeah, you unlock your skills. It's like, which is fair enough. You go, okay. Yeah.
I don't even know if any of this is helpful, but we'll just keep talking about random hypotheticals that will probably never happen, but you may get some random inspiration from something we're saying. Like, I know in Chapter 1 that nothing we've discussed today happens.
Well,
I don't have to think about it yet, but since I've talked about it, I can potentially add them later on. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just background notes that you can just jot down. It says, oh, that might work on this bit. You might not. The actual thing itself might never come up. This could just be law that you are setting up, and then utilizing, but never actually speak of in the actual book. It is literally lore only you will know. This is why this does this. Does anyone else know? No, they don't really need to. Yeah, but you'll know, and that's the only thing that needs to worry you, because as long as you know where the story is heading and what everything's doing, and as long as everything's kind of smooth ride for everyone else, you don't even need to add all of it.
Did I ever send you, Nat, the document I did for my story?
I can't even remember, I'll be honest. If you did, I probably haven't read it yet.
I mean, I can post it if people want to have a quick see. I did the video on it, but I don't know if anybody's actually had a gander at it, but I can send it if people want to assist, potentially. Okay. So you're leaving it to a chance-related skill. Interesting.
So basically, it doesn't. So the powers are basically random then.
I don't know, because if they feel random, it could be potentially feel chosen one-y. I mean, the doc's already alive. It was part of the video I did. You can always have a see of it. I don't mind. People can have a gander at it. I mean, it's very unlikely that a person's going to look at a specific one for a specific thing, but I'll put it in. I'll just chuck it in general. I'll just put it there in case a person wants to see what. Currently, the first thing I did. I can't say it's amazing, but it's not the worst in the world either.
Yeah, I've got a story that I've written, start to finish, and it's fine.
I wrote some things in red, like things I was contemplating and I haven't finished yet. So is it just the blessing from any god grants any, or say blessing from A gives you more summoning over weapons creation, and in terms of the percentage, is like god A grant 70% summoning 10 10 10, or is it just you need any god and it just gives you a blessing, and the any blessing just states you get this? Right, cool. Crap, I should have activated that. I got distracted. I get distracted too easily. It is a cross I must bear.
It is true.
I summon Megalo. I can't say this is going to be a very good turn, but if I crash this into Soul... I mean, in a way, do you want physical gods or just metaphorical gods? Or people say it's the gods' handiwork and people just don't know? It's like, do you want them to be gods at all, or just highly advanced people who look like gods? There's tons of stuff you can do. You've potentially got stuff like gods can give blessings to certain people for like certain weapons or relics or increased strength or that's too chosen money. You could put the more faith in your god, the stronger you get. And you have to spread the faith around, but that's not exactly ideal either. Like, in general, gods can't do things. Because if gods did things, the story would be over. You need to restrict how a godlike being doesn't do things. Like, the samurai manga, Rurouni Kenshin, states that Rurouni Kenshin's master cannot be in the show or the series, because if he is, the series is over. It's like, characters that are too strong have to go down. Because if not, the show just doesn't happen. It could be that they didn't create the charms, they created one singular relic, and that relic broke once or twice into multiple pieces. And that is what they're after, because it's not as strong as the relic that the god made for humanity. It's just the pieces of it. And since it's not as strong, they only get slight buffs. But then they can collect them and give them to the god again and get a blessing from the god whose it is to get extra stuff. I mean, it wouldn't be a great amount of like extra stuff because you don't want it to be game breaking. But okay. Reasonable. Can I kill this guy this turn? I'll certainly try. Okay, Firewall, you've seen Huntic, right? You could do it vaguely similar to that. Like each ring or whatever does unique things. Some are better than others. If you haven't watched Huntic, by the way, it's awesome.
What you want is you want to do the White Knight Chronicles.
What, they're children from a different time?
So you have to fight the thing that you're going to become, or that you get to use. The demon inside.
The demon inside is a common trope, especially with a religious theme that Firewall's going for.
Because if you're going to, because this is imbuing people into things, is it not? As well. So imbuing
Spirits
things
of
into other
things.
So it could be a more of a right way. Imbuing them into
There you go.
something.
The
to
Deity Wars
point.
principle. You don't see the god itself, you see the avatar of the god. There you go.
Yeah. I mean,
Whether or not that god's
see
being
an
truthful,
artsy
that
side
vassal's being
dragon.
truthful, you won't know. But, yeah, sure.
It's a good thing that some deities can teleport, because obviously, if they try to get from Star Dragon's tail to his head, the time would go past so slowly.
Yeah, Star Dragon is so large that by the time he swung his claw to destroy a planet, that planet would have most likely decomposed from it being that long.
The pressure of a giant hand swinging at it,
Like-
being like a fly.
A creature that large, even opening its eyes, by the time it blinks, 100 years could have passed on certain planets.
Something that big is kind of irrelevant to everything else
Yeah.
anyway.
That's why he just doesn't care. Nothing is relevant to something of that size. He could have won the Deity War just by sitting there and doing nothing. It'd be like an ant trying to hurt him. He just wouldn't do anything.
Well, if you think about it this way, a single rogue planet comes close enough to the Earth, and we go slingshotting off. Giant hand comes down, trying to descend. Everything in its path just gets flown off and
Yeah,
obliterated.
for context, Firewall, if we haven't mentioned it, my god, Star Creator Dragon in Deity Wars, is solar system. He's like almost as big as the universe. His wings are nebula, and he breathes stars. The reason he doesn't do anything is simply he can't, or the world will be destroyed.
He's just chilling.
He just doesn't move because if he does, well, partially because he's lazy, but if he does anything, the world is just absolutely screwed.
Most of it, anyway. Yeah. Which, to be fair, I've actually got another point that I want to bring up, by the way, because I was on about objects in proximity to Earth. Why is it that nothing ever seems to happen when a giant object seems to come into Earth's orbit in movies?
It's less convenient. Well, that and a lot of them just don't understand what physics is. Potentially. I mean, the lore begins off with Lucifer being the god of death and him being the god of light. He creates light and then falls asleep. So he's right when you get him in the series, he's at the weakest. Well, he's been slowly gaining power over time. But considering how much power he used to start all light in the universe,
Yeah.
the world of people who worship him is the deck that you use, the Starlight people. They orbit him. Yeah, each of the gods have really cool backstory, which I am going to do. Like the which one did I upload? The Valhalla deck. I need to do the Law of Brunhild, and I'll add that to the Valhalla thing. Because it's going to be like God introduction, the deck, and then how it plays for each deck.
Yeah.
It's just I need to bother Nat to draw them, and I don't want to keep bothering him with it.
Quick, run away. Is what I'm gonna say. Mainly because I'm actually tired now. Anyway,
That's fine. I'll just have this game.
I will be shooting off now, and I will speak to people later. So,
Indeed, sir.
ta-ta.
I mean, I won't be on tomorrow. Well, later today, as I will just be
Yeah.
playing Pokemon. I want to see how
Yeah, well,
far
I'll probably
5
bob
hours it
on.
gets me.
I'll probably bob on in thingy, but it depends also what's happening with Metaphor. Because if we get any further on it, I'm probably just going to be grinding anyway. But if we get any further on it, I might stream again. Because to get the last bit of it streamed, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, bye bye.
Later, sir. Oh, of course, he had Drew Impulse, didn't he? Yeah, it makes a bit of sense. There's just little bits that you basically just need to tweak and finalize. But you don't have to finalize that yet. You can start writing anything that doesn't appear in anything that doesn't appear in chapter 1 doesn't matter. They're just things that you can have in the back of your mind. Oh, August. Rushing that. You're not getting free cards. Oh, did I show you that thing while this guy's doing his turn firewall? This game document I made? Have you seen this thing? Like, these are all the games I can play. It's on the Discord in case you ever wanted to gather gander. But yeah, these are all the games I can play based on console. And roughly how long it'll take for me to finish each. So I have quite a lot to choose from. I might be doing Astral Chain next because it's really simple. 12 hours is perfectly plausible. Bakugan Switch game. I don't even know if I can record that, as you probably need to do rolls with the cards that come with it. It's fine. You can just pick a random game by fear for me to do if you want. Yu-Gi-Oh games. Do need to finish Spyro though. Yeah, so all you need to do figure out for the chapter 1 is how big the village is, where the village is thought of geographically, and how they sustain themselves. Like, is it a wheat village? Is it a mining village? Because that might come up. Even if it doesn't, if you just state, for example, it is a mining village, later on you can state that people attacked it for the iron. Or their equivalent of iron. I mean, you don't have to. I would just add what kind of village it is. Yeah, he doesn't read. He chose the wrong card. There you go. Farming and fishing. So that means that they most likely pay taxes. They may be hungry at some point. Stuff like that. Protection fee from what, for example, if it is a farming and fishing village? Okay. See? I'm learning random stuff. Yes. Fine, I'm not using that effect of Misk, I'm using the banish effect of Misk, so... Perfectly reasonable. Yeah, I've lost this game. Didn't draw very well. You don't need that, you've already won. No, it's fine. Feel free to babble. I love babbling about game stories, that's my thing. Like, the intricacies of how powers work in the universe is just so cool. I figured out what show I'm going to watch now, so... I usually have like a 2 hours after stream to chill before bed, so... I'll put my show on. I'll just relax for a bit, I think. And then I've got all the Pokemon to watch. Well, videos to record, so... Yeah, if you... I mean, I've showed it before, but it's just there on the episode previews of just all my shows that I'm releasing. So these will just be chucked in. I've started the Pokemon, I've started Digimon. Nice and steady. It's good having like it's not even a friend group of in a sense. It's like just anybody to just bat ideas against. You just need any like-minded people. Generally, it's good sometimes when they're not friends because they can tell you that your idea's stupid or you should do it this way. Right, let me quickly check. How long is this event on for? Because I do want to get this mate. I'm never going to use it, but I do kind of want it. 27th. That is... I don't have my calendar up. Where's my phone? When is 27th? Partially because I can't count. It's a Monday. Cool. It hasn't aged amazingly well, but God, there's some real cool scenes in Beyblade. Yeah, you just need... It's just finalizing powers. I mean, you don't even have to do that. It's just what you want from your powers at the point you need them to have. Like, you just need to know what they are and the highest ceiling that they'll have, and just figure out how to get there later. At least that's what I'm doing. And she doesn't have any idea how to use her powers in Chapter 1. I mean, she probably doesn't even have... Well, she doesn't. She doesn't even have her powers in Chapter 1. She gets them by killing a creature that's almost dying. And that's how she gets Apex skill. I've got it most figured out, so... Well, my good sir, I will see you later. And, yeah. Nothing happens for a little bit. It's kind of like a Riforetta in that way, where he doesn't get his powers for a while. I still need to set up the world and do some other bits, but... Feel free, because it's not going to be published in a way, so anything that you nitpick, I can always change after. Because I'm going to have a draft, give it to my editor friend who does actually write novels. In a way. More fan fiction than anything, but she has published them. And she'll just tell me if it's stupid or not, and we can just change grammar and stuff. I think there's like websites that you can publish them on, or I could do what let me just quickly load this up. For example, I believe that the novelist of this novel published it herself. Or at least got it published for distribution. It's actually a really good read. Because you can tell because the binding of the book, and she doesn't have any illustrations in it, so... Yeah, by the way, this form, I believe she takes this form in, like, book 6. Why it's on volume 1, I don't know. But it just is. And that's fine. You can get other companies to publish it, sure. You do on Webtoon, because I think you can charge coins to read chapters ahead. But I don't think Webtoon do novels. They just do the books itself, the things itself. Yeah. That's basically why it's selling, because of that front cover. But that doesn't happen. Like, book 1, book 2, and book 3, she's an actual dragon. She's not actually in a humanoid form, so I don't. It's only there to sell the book. It's actually a good read, though. I do recommend it if you can just randomly find it somewhere. Ordinarily, I would say always support the official release. But right now, with the world as it is, not everybody can afford everything. I think so long as you read it and enjoy it, and you may potentially buy it later in physical volume, that's fine. That's just me, though. It's also definitely not from Japan, as everybody's names are European. I think you have to copyright it to a point. But I would imagine you do. I mean, I'd assume so, because you drew it, and it is your work. But on Webtoon, I think you've got to pay them to be on the platform, and they get X percentage. But it's also good just to get, like, notoriety for people to see your stuff. That's basically all you need, is just people to read it. But I actually don't know. I haven't gone in depth into that sort of thing, so unfortunately, I can't answer that specific question. It would be interesting to find out, though. I might have a C for next time. Oh no, Webtoon is so easy. I read a lot of things on Webtoon. There's some really cool Webtoons out there. Yeah, because Webtoons are based around phones, which is like when you print them. You know, because it's like scrolling on your phone, one single continuous panel. It's really hard to read when it's in physical volume. I have a few. I mean, I've been reading tons of cool stuff on Webtoon recently, but I hadn't had a chance to catch up on some series for a while, but I'll get there. One away. They do, but it's also odd because the company that prints them from Webtoons, because of how there's no like margins, the books are really thick and good quality paper. But if it's something good like Unordinary, which is, Unordinary is amazing. I do always recommend that. Or something like a Reader's Viewpoint, I'd always buy it in volume anyway. Yeah, I know what you mean. I was really jarred when I started reading the Webtoon one. But there's also the online thing of, if Webtoons are only online, then eventually it may not be readable anymore. So I would like a physical copy just in case that, like, the creator doesn't want it shown anymore, or its license expires or something. Well, anyway, I'll let you quickly finish that, because I do need to get off. But if you've got anything else to say, I'll just quickly read that now. Of course, sir. Of course. I'll be doing Master Duel again next week, because I want to finish the Dice Rally. But then after that, I'm going to move into a Pokemon series, so it'll just be Pokemon and chat about random stuff series. Anyway, I will see you later, good sir. Goodbye.